Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Welcome to Fire Emblem Awakening Lunatic Plus. I tried to increase the gain on my microphone, so hopefully my voice is a little bit louder than the previous stream. I kind of messed up the previous stream. I set up a new audio setup, but I didn't set it up the way that I was supposed to. Okay, so this is Paralogue 2. We're going to be using this as our way to train Sumia. Oops, hold on a second. Okay, now I can see the chat window. Hey, Brain Control, sorry that you can't be here. Hey, Aether, thanks for being here. You wonder how the duration's going to shake out on this one? I'm thinking it actually might be a little bit of a longer stream, both because I'm interested in playing. I also want to cover 2 chapters, and then also I have like another idea that I might do if we finish the 2 chapters fast enough. So there's kind of a lot of material that we could potentially cover. Hello, and Farisi. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Thanks for being here. I saw you in the premiere earlier today. Okay, so really the AI in this map is like fascinating to me. I've actually been delving into it, and it seems like a lot of the paralogs have enemies with custom AI as compared to the regular chapters. So most of the enemies down here have linked AI, and they won't move until a certain turn. I don't remember what turn it is. It doesn't particularly matter. Most of the enemies up here have linked AI as well, and they'll all move together in a group. So you can actually, if you stay out of the range of these enemies, most of them, maybe all of them, won't start moving until you aggro them. I'm going to aggro them immediately anyway. These 2 enemies start moving immediately, and I believe both of them move towards your group. But a lot of the other barbarians on the map actually move towards the village. And in particular, like these barbarians here will completely ignore you. They will not attack you, even if they see a kill. Like I could put Sumia right next to this guy, and if this guy could kill her, he will just ignore her and he'll keep moving towards the village anyway. So it's very, very, very interesting behavior. I messed up the positioning on my unit, so I have to go fix that now. Let's see, I probably want Cordelia somewhere in front. Can't switch her with Chrom. We definitely don't need Maribel in front. I want Lonku on the left-hand side. I need Frederick on the right, because I need him to run over here quickly. As long as she can reach Lonku, she's good. As long as he can reach... They're good. Gregor and Cordelia are mostly going to stay on the left side of the map. I can't remember exactly what I was doing with Robin. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we have another problem with Robin is that... so I'm using these chapters to get experience onto Sumia, but even focusing on giving experience to Sumia, Robin keeps hitting level 20 every time I test this out, and I don't have any more master seals. So I'm very strongly considering giving them a second seal as soon as they hit level 19. The problem is there's like a couple different choices we can use for their reclass, and like none of the options are perfect, but there's like 4 different ones that are all viable. What I'd really prefer to do is promote them now, but I do not have a master seal. So we're going to play this chapter. We're going to try to get them to stop at level 19, and then after this, if we can't find any master seals to buy, I will probably second seal them. But they kind of need to be in Tactician for this chapter, unless I'm going to reclass them to Mage, which is one of the options I'm considering. You never tried Lunatic Plus, so this stream is going to give you notes on how to do it. Okay, so at this point, we've kind of stabilized. We got through the really hard part of the game, through the very hard part of Lunatic Plus. Most of the dangerous enemy skills don't really matter to us anymore. Like, they're just not that scary anymore. Okay, so theoretically, if we can stay out of range of all of these enemies, we won't trigger their aggression, which means we could attack from these 2 positions. I was doing this originally. I was attacking from here. So if this guy has counter, you have to attack him at 2 range. So let's use Robin for that. Yeah, I didn't put Robin in a good position, though. I needed to put Robin in a spot where they could reach Cordelia. Alright, well, let's just play this out as if we were kind of stuck with this, and then we'll probably reset, because this attempt's not going to go very well. This guy right here... I'm kind of trying to figure out if these barbarians will go for the village or if they'll attack us. I think they'll attack us. I'm pretty sure they attack us. This guy had encounter means we need to double him with Frederick, which I can do. So let's start with that. I'm going to double him with the hand axe. If Pan gets dual strikes, I think they both get experience. If she doesn't, then Frederick just kills, because he is a boss unit. Alright, so Chrom and Sumia, their job is just going to be to fly up here and save the village. I came up with an alternate strategy where I put Frederick with Sumia, but I think I'm going to stick with the Chrom strategy just because it was already working for me. Okay, so these 2 guys here, I don't know if they will attack Sumia or if they'll go for the village, so I think we should actually test that out. since we're here anyway, let's test that out. Okay, he'll deal 14 damage if he gets a dual strike. She will deal 10 damage per hit. That's not enough. So what about the Forged Iron Bow? In that case, he'll deal 15. It's actually not that much different. No, it's only 1 extra point of damage. Is there any way to get it? Yes, we can get Cordelia over there. Okay, hold on. Let's do it this way then. I'm going to send Cordelia first with Gregor. This will cause the mage to attack Cordelia. With the enemy health being lower, Chrom and Sumia can now kill him. And then, as long as Chrom lands a dual strike, can we do it with the Wind Tome? 16. Yes, we can. Now I want to see if these barbarians on the bottom of the map will ignore Sumia or if they will attack her, because that's going to be very important for our next iteration. Okay, so typically what I've been doing with Long Ku is moving him up here. Let me get Noe to pair up with him. Oops, I just paired up with the wrong person. Cool. Good time for that to happen anyway. He can fight just this guy by himself. So I go like this. I'm going to equip my Iron Sword. This is going to cause all of the enemies on the top of the map to start moving. And then we'll just have Maribel back here. Alright, let's see what happens. The mage goes after Cordelia. That's kind of what I expected. Ooh, nice hit, Gregor. Gregor's a really good para partner. Long Ku takes a hit from this guy. As long as he doesn't have counter, you can just leave Long Ku over here by himself. Okay, these guys on the bottom will ignore Sumia. That's really good to know. Look at this. They just go right past her. So this opener is actually very stable. The only problem is we're supposed to have Robin over here instead of Gregor, so that might affect things. But then again, we're trying to not get too much experience onto Robin, so this might be fine. The secret guests are back. Do you have non-meta pairing in mind, or are we power gaming here? I don't exactly know what would be considered meta. I'm definitely doing Chrom and Sumia, but then again, a lot of people don't really like Sumia as much as I do. I think Sumia is like a really great unit, but the opinion on her has kind of steadily gone down over time because people are so focused on solo carry strategies, and she's not good as a solo carry. Is something wrong with my voice? My voice doesn't sound good. I don't know. Sorry. People say that all the time. Like, people will come into the stream and they'll be like, hey, your voice doesn't sound as good as it did last week. Or they'll be like, you sound really tired this week. I have no idea why. Just sometimes my voice sounds different, I guess. I don't know why. Okay. Let's see. Is there any way we can get out of range of this mage while staying in range of the other two fighters? Or just this fighter even would be good. We can take this tile here. Iron Sword. Maribel heals me. Back up to full. This will let Long Ku get a little bit more experience while kind of pulling this group over. I think last time I had Gregor and Cordelia over here helping though. So it's going to be very different. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this on the first attempt because I kind of went off the rails. I expected it not to work, so I just went off the rails because I wanted to test something. And then my test worked really well, so now we're like completely off the rails. Oh, street guests. I see what you're saying. There's people outside you can hear probably. How is the level of my voice? Like, does it actually sound louder this week than last week? So Sumia is good if you picked male Robin because Chrom loses his best marriage partner. That's what Tricky says. Yeah, I'm honestly, even in any context, I think she's really good. Because you can have Robin marry anybody. That's the thing. Robin is a really good partner for anyone. And for us, he says, if every stream your audio got worse every time at endgame, we would only get static. I hope not. Hey Akihiko, thanks for stopping by. Training Sumia means you're training her for the Lucina plus her own daughter. Yeah, that's exactly it. You get free units, basically. Hey Kat, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to Akihiko for stopping by. Alright, let's focus on what we're doing here today. So we really need to get up here and rescue this village as soon as possible. The problem is these guys literally will not attack us. I think the Archer might attack us. Let's continue with testing. Let's see if the Archer will attack us. He actually can't kill us. I've tested that out already. If the Archer attacks us, he deals... It's not 23 damage. It's actually 9 times 3 is 27. 30. He'll deal 39 damage minus 13, which is 26. He'll deal 26 damage, and Sumia survives with 3 HP. Interesting fact. This, like, I got her to the point now where effective damage doesn't kill her anymore. People say Sumia is bad at combat. I mean, she's not great, but she's not, like, terrible. Like, she can survive hits from archers. That's pretty respectable. Alright, this guy has counters, so we need to deal with him. These guys will ignore us, so we don't really need to worry about them too much. Who reaches this square? Is it just the Archer? It is just the Archer. Okay, so Frederick can actually hold this position here on the bridge. We just need to make sure to get his health low enough. Yes, okay. So now we can switch Frederick. Actually, we can keep the hand axe equipped, but I'm wondering if we can actually use someone else for this. Maybe to get rid of this guy. No, that's not going to work. I'm a little worried about this mage here. Let's see if we can get Cordelia to fight him as well. Javelin. Yeah, this should work. But I need to make sure this guy can't reach me, which is good because he doesn't have pass, so we can actually body block him. Okay, we can get behind Gregor, use the Javelin here. Now the problem is I need to put Robin in a place where they're not going to draw aggression. I'm actually going to start moving Robin over here to support Lanku. Nice dual guard. Okay, because we lowered his health enough, we could kill him so we don't take any counter damage. Then we're going to kill the Archer with Frederick. Lanku keeps taking hits over here. I forgot to check if that guy had Hawkeye, but him hitting Lanku twice is not really what usually happens. Alright. Oh, perfect. They're actually pulling the enemies away from Lanku as well. Okay, Anna usually kills herself, which is totally fine. You don't need her to survive. There's no reward for keeping her alive. You've had a fair amount of success with Fred and Sumia pair up. You prefer to put it with Chrom or Robin, but Fred will do in a pinch. Oh yeah, I love the Sumia Fred pair up as well. There's just many contexts where she's good. The only context where she's not good is if you're trying to do a solo carry for the entire run, which is not how I play the game. Alright, now we can bait this Archer over with Lanku. So we're going to do this. Make sure nobody else can target him, just this Archer. We're going to heal him back to full. So you get a lot of good training for Lanku on this map as well. I'm going to use the regular bronze bow, not the forged one, because we're not really trying to kill this enemy fast, we're trying to leech him for experience. So now we need to think about how Frederick is going to respond to these remaining enemies. Well, we can kind of use Cordelia to support Sumia and Chrom. This Archer right here, I don't know if he's the type who will attack us. But we should be fine, because at this point we can kind of actually switch over to Chrom as our main attacker now. Let's see how much she does with the Iron Lance. She would deal 17. In fact, oh, he has counter though. So let's do it like this. So we're going to deal 13, 26, plus 17. That will be enough for the kill. If we get a dual strike. Okay, we didn't get a dual strike, but that's fine because now we don't have Sumia in the lead. Now we can we have a lot more freedom with what we're going to do next turn. That wasn't the best that things could have gone, but it was okay. Now we can draw this mage, I think, with no, this one will actually go after Frederick no matter what. Okay, so let's think about how to deal with these guys with Frederick then. The problem is I want to get rid of this Archer, this mage. Actually, I think I can attack him with melee. And then this guy will only be able to reach me in melee. Yeah, this works. And I don't need to block the bridge anymore because Cordelia can now back up. Remember, this is not going to get the kill. This will. This will not. I wish I had an iron sword. What does Pan have? Pan's not going to be able to do it. Okay, we're going to have to use Steel Lance here, which I don't like. It makes our matchup against the Axe Fighter worse. I wish I had Kanto. If I had Kanto, I could fly over here with Cordelia, trade his weapon, and then fly back out, but I can't do that. And actually, I need Cordelia to fight this guy anyway. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this is a really good example of when Lunatic play starts to stabilize. Like right now, I am 100% steering. Like this, I've completely gone off the rails from what my plan was originally when I was testing this map. And we're having no trouble at all. Like I'm just deciding everything on a turn-by-turn basis, on a move-by-move basis. And I'm not having any trouble. This guy will attack Robin, I'm pretty sure. Which I don't love. But I think I need to start getting Robin moving. He doesn't have counter, does he? No. Alright, let's get Robin moving. Yeah, they go after Anna. They love attacking Anna more than they love attacking your units. She's actually doing a really good job of surviving this time. Quick question. Will you join our Lord and Savior, Donald? No. If you saw the earlier stream, I showed how to recruit Donald, how to train him, and then I redid the map without training him at all. And I instead just let him not join. Because he is pretty much worthless on Lunatic Plus unless you're going to do a grinding playthrough. So it's actually better to just give the experience on that map to Sumia. Alright, Lonku can get the kill here. I wonder if Noe can get the kill. She can. I'm gonna let Noe get the kill here. It's harder to train her. Actually, let's keep the bow equipped. Yeah, it's harder to train Noe. Okay, well that's not good. It's fine, actually. I'm pretty sure we can completely recover from this. He's just gonna back up. He's gonna shoot at Noe, and then Noe's gonna kill him. And well, unless he kills Noe. 23. No, there's no way he kills Noe. Alright, so our problem now is we actually have a lot of pressure on Chrom and Sumia. And if we rescue the village, they're going to start attacking us. But if we don't rescue the village, then they're just going to keep ignoring us. So we kind of got one more turn of safe time to buy ourselves. Oh, I hate the fact that this guy has a counter. Is there any way to one-shot him? I'd have to use the Killer Lance. It's worth it. Okay, now these enemies should ignore me. I'm going to be really annoyed if this archer attacks me, though. That's going to very much annoy me because he ignored me last turn. I don't think he'll attack the village. I think he'll attack Anna, but he might attack Cordelia, or he might attack Sumia now, which would be a little frustrating. We can chip this guy down. He should ignore us because we haven't rescued the village yet. Then we need to get... I'm wondering if we need to actually do something like this. Because I need to start getting Robin up there quick. Yeah, okay. That was completely BS, but we got bailed out by luck. It seems like the archer actually switches to attacking. Or maybe it's because it's a different archer. I guess it looks like the archer on the right does have an AI where he's gonna... Oh my god, Anna is saving her own life. But she's actually frustrating me because she's stealing all of my experience. I don't actually want this. I want this experience. She just stole all of my experience. That is trash. I can't believe that just happened. She just got 3 crits in a row and stole all of my experience. What is in this village again? It is a physics staff, I'm pretty sure. Archer Chrom is a nice tech. Oh, wait till the next chapter. I'm going to show you something awesome. Wouldn't you think Donald's child is going to be better? So most of the child units in this game are virtually unusable. They're very bad. Using the child units in this game is kind of a meme. Like unless you're allowing yourself to grind it actually doesn't really work at all. It's one of those things that people probably did the first time they played the game, like where they allowed themselves to grind, and then that like memory kind of stuck with them, like thinking that strategy was going to work. But when you actually try to do that on like no grind, in any context, it just kind of like doesn't work at all. All right, we can actually put Frederick over here. It's a body block. Cordelia. Now the problem is to rescue the village, we're going to have to put Sumia in danger of getting attacked by 2 enemies. We could use Chrom. Can these enemies kill Chrom? They probably can. Yeah, I kind of messed this up. Because this guy having counter means that we can't fight him. But if we kill him, then this guy will destroy the village. If we kill this guy, then this guy will destroy the village. If we save the village, we're going to get attacked twice. And these guys will deal 17 damage each. They'll very likely kill me. I guess my best play is to actually do this. Just to unequip my weapon and visit the village. This will save the village, and it will cause these 2 guys to either attack us or attack Anna, or attack Frederick. All of which we're basically fine with. We need to get Maribel the heck out of here. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart this map. I can't let Anna get all this experience. I have to get Sumia to level 4, and Anna just took half of the experience on the map. So anyway, this is how you would normally play out the map. We basically just beat it. We're gonna have to play it again. I just can't. I cannot let Anna steal all of my experience. I cannot believe she did that. If you low man, then you get 2 free units. The child base stats are gonna be nuts. They join at level 10 and they just can't fight anything, and you can't train them because they're level 10. You could instant promote them to a master class, and they'll be like a little bit better, but I just don't know. I've never had success trying to use child units unless you pick like one child unit and focus on them heavily. The only exception is Lucina. Lucina is like guaranteed to be good, and even then, Lucina is actually not that easy to use. She's very frail. She's not that good at combat. She's pretty difficult to train. By the very end of the game, she'll be like among like your third best combat units, and that's basically the best thing I can say about Lucina. And all of the other child units are just worse. If you remember them being good, you're probably remembering yourself allowing yourself to grind, because they don't really work in like a no grind context. Just joining at level 10, being unable to fight anything, unable to gain any experience. All right. Astro Vantage, Owain, Lonku was my favorite when you're allowing yourself to grind. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you do allow yourself to grind, they make for amazing builds. And if you watch my first and my third stream and my first video, I talk about how if you want to play with grinding, you absolutely should. I think it's a totally valid way to play the game. It's just, if you're talking about no grinding context, the child units are just not very good. Yeah, grinding in Lunatic is fine. You basically have to use the DLC for it, though. You can't really grind like on the enemies that appear on the map. Morgan at base can one round KO Lunatic enemies in their own Paralogue. We'll test that out when we get there. I'll see if it works in Lunatic Plus as well. Morgan is... I kind of forgot to mention Morgan. Morgan is pretty good, too. Morgan and Lucina are good. Like, most other child units are virtually unusable. By the time you can recruit them, they just can't fight anything. If they can't fight anything, they can't get any experience. Alright, we're going to have to use a very similar opener to what we did last time. Let's go ahead and highlight all the enemies just so I can show off how the opener works. So these enemies up here, if you can stay out of their range, they actually won't start moving right away. Either most or all of them won't. This guy, if he has counter, you have to attack him from 2 range. So you go like this, use the hand axe. If you get dual strikes from Pan, she gets free experience. If she doesn't get it, that's fine. I'm doing Pan Frederick, by the way, because she gives really good offensive stats, especially speed. I want my Frederick to be a little bit faster. This guy right here will attack you. These two will ignore you. And this guy will attack. So what we want to do is bait this guy into attacking Cordelia while chipping down this guy's health. Him having Pavis is a little bit annoying. That might reduce our damage output. Let's see how it goes. We're going to use the river to our advantage here as well. So we're only going to deal 6 damage. Hopefully we're going to get a Gregor dual strike for an extra 20. Okay, that's perfect. That chips him down enough to the point where Chrom and Sumia can finish him off. If I can one-shot him, it's even better. I can. With the Killer Lance. But, oh no, I can't because he resists physical damage. Let's just do what we did last time. We're going to use the Thunder Tome. If Chrom dual strikes here, he gets free experience. If not, that's fine. That's fine. So our goal is to get Sumia up to level 4 by the end of these 2 Paralogues. The reason we're doing this is because in my opinion, this is the best time to do the Paralogues. Paralogue 2 has level 6 enemies with a level 21 boss. Paralogue 3 has level 8 to 12 enemies and boss. And then you go into Chapter 9 and it actually has like level 11 enemies with a level 21 boss. So this is actually like a really good level curve. Who is Robin going to pair with? Definitely Saria. That's my favorite pairing for Robin, both for gameplay and story reasons. Like there's almost... Having done so many runs of this game, in my opinion, there's almost no better pairing for male Robin. I think Saria is hands down the best partner for a male Robin. It's like almost not even close. Just because male Robin can never get Gale Force through any method, you basically want to use them as one of your primary tanking units instead. And as a primary tanking unit, the thing that you want is a sorcerer pair-up. Because it's going to give you magic, it's going to give you defense, it's going to give you resistance. And it also means that you can switch Saria into the lead herself, because she's also a Nosferatu tank. And on top of that, she gives Hex and Anathema, so you never need to go into the Dark Mage. You don't need to reset into level 1 Dark Mage yourself. You can just go right into Sorcerer. There's just many reasons why it's a great pairing. All right, put Maribel here. Since we used Robin on the left last time, I'm actually going to... no, let's start moving Robin to the... Let's start moving Robin to the right. I'm not sure. Alright, so... I'm hoping for Anna to die faster this time. Don't know why she just survived like forever. Alright, Lanku should be fine. Dodges are always good. Do I have a pathway to level 15 Sumia before I finish chapter 13? Yeah, I've done it before on previous runs. The line. Oh my god, Anna, stop stealing my experience! Sorry. The line that I'm using right now works. I've done it before, so I know for a fact that it works. You can absolutely get Sumia to level 15. What's your take on the skirmish in Lunatic Plus? Do you mean like the map, the enemies who appear on the maps? They're very difficult. They're very difficult, if not impossible, to fight. Their stats are just too high. We got kind of worse enemy movement this time, but we might be able to play around it. If Frederick kills this guy, and Cordelia kills this guy. We could also have Frederick kill the mage. Does that work? It actually works pretty well. What about these guys up here? They won't be able to reach us. Okay. We would need Cordelia to get rid of this guy, but no, because we need Frederick to body block the bridge. Let's do what we did last time and just kind of go from there. Don't like to see that. Not a huge deal, but don't like to see it. Okay. So we need to make sure Cordelia is out of range of this archer. And then we're going to have her draw out this next mage as well. We can probably just go like this. Yeah, no vantage. We got kind of lucky with that guy not having vantage. Alright, let me figure out what I'm doing now. Let's go here. These enemies will continue to ignore Sumia. We got a free shock stick, which is pretty good. Not really useful for what we're doing, though. Okay, the problem is this mage. I think I know what to do. Yes. Go like this. Start building your bow rank. And then Robin can just kind of go over here. And yeah, this actually is a little bit better because it's going to get Robin closer to where I want them to be next turn. Nice. Okay, the only problem now is that the barbarians are going to have way more acceleration towards the village. Remember, these barbarians will ignore Cordelia. Even if they think they can kill her, they'll just ignore her. So she's totally safe. Okay. We're getting really slow aggression this time. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, I'm not gonna reset right away. I want to look at what skills that enemy has, because I want to see how and why that happened. He does have focus, and he does have Hawkeye, so him hitting was definitely guaranteed. His crit rate was probably almost exactly 10. I would imagine his crit rate was exactly 10. So there was like a 10% chance for that to happen. We got kind of screwed over. I could have been more careful too, though. So that was partially my fault. Anna got a good gaming chair. She can't be stopped. Hopefully not. I really want her to stop doing what she's doing. You started trying skirmishes for fun. You were expecting them to fail, but you were surprised that you were able to beat them. Yeah, if I cleared, I guess I'm kind of tricky. I swear you're always like 2 steps ahead of what I'm about to say. Like, I remember during the premiere, you were like mentioning like strategies for chapter 2 that I was literally going to talk about like 5 minutes later in the same video. And now like today, if I can beat these 2 paralogs quickly enough, I'm actually going to try to do some map skirmishes just to show off like whether or not you can do them on Lunatic Plus. And now you're also talking about that like before I mentioned it. You found out that starting skills are static once they spawn. You can't reset for different skills on skirmishes. Oh, I didn't know that. And yeah, we just got annihilated by a crit. All right, let me think about keeping Gregor on the left side to help with Lanku. No, you know what? I'm really liking the strategy that's playing out right now. I think we just got unlucky last time. We actually got really unlucky with enemy skills because we were having such a hard time killing the enemies. Because like almost every single enemy had like the exact defensive skills to stop us. Alright. This is a good example. This guy has really strong defensive skills. This guy doesn't have counter, does he? No. Okay, we can do this. In fact, this guy doesn't have counter for once. So we can actually do this. But this actually puts Fred in range of the mage, which we don't want. So I'm wondering if actually keeping Fred over here is actually better, even when Tricky is Ellery confirmed. Sadly not. I'm just me. Alright. Because of the way things played out here, I'm wondering if we need to fish for dual strikes. Particularly because of this guy. No, I have a plan. I have a plan. Actually, no, I don't have a plan. I think we need to fish for dual strikes here. Because of that guy having Pavis, we kind of need to fish for crits and dual strikes here. 14. That's good. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, so we're in a lot of trouble here because one of these guys is guaranteed to survive, and they're probably going to attack Cordelia before the mage attacks her. I mean, there's no reason not to just play it out, though. Just in case. Like, I mean, there's always a chance that it could work. So let's try this. I'm going to leave this guy alive because he's further to the right. What does this guy have? Guy has Hawkeye. That's not a big deal. Noe, get over here. Support Lanku. By the way, I read the first Noe Lanku support, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, why are you making me read this? Like, why are you making me do this? It makes me not want to do the support. Well, I mean, we're going to do it anyway, but it's like, it's awful. Okay, yeah, Cordelia's probably dead here. I guess what we've learned here is that if this guy has Pavis, you pretty much have to just reset, because you have to kill. Like, this is the one guy like you have to kill. This kind of goes into what I was talking about in my chapter 2 video, the one that I just uploaded this morning with front-loaded risk, where like if you can get rid of this guy immediately, it makes the rest of the map so much easier. So in my opinion, it is worth just. And in fact, in this one, it's not even front-loaded risk. It's just you just have to quick reset to make sure this guy doesn't have Pavis. And then Frederick will kill him, and then if Frederick kills him, it kind of makes the rest of the map go so much faster, so much smoother. Even if this guy has counter, like I've done runs where this guy has counter and it doesn't matter, like you can still make that work. Okay. Kind of wondering if I could actually have Lanku fight the... No, because this guy has counter. Because I'm remembering now, the reason why I actually did this strategy originally was because of this guy having counter, and now I'm realizing if this guy doesn't have counter, maybe I could have Lanku go over here instead. He can't reach, though. That's kind of a problem. He can't reach with the current setup. Alright, let's start training Gregor and Cordelia now. So now these two are completely safe this time. The bigger okay, there we go. Gregor bailed us out with a dual strike. I was going to say the bigger problem is we can't guarantee a kill on this guy up here, but we actually can as long as Gregor gets that dual strike. I really want to... I want to like move as far as possible, but if I move as far as possible, this guy can always reach me, which I don't want. So I kind of have to, like, I lose one tile of movement every single time on this. I'm not loving that. You refuse to support Noe except to Donald and Rick, and there is simply no other way. You find counter in an Archer a lot less dangerous when I see it. What about you? If Lunatic plus Archer has counter skill, I mean, I actually hate Archers with counter, because you can't run up in melee and kill them in melee because they have counter, so you have to fight them at 2 range, which means they can always shoot back at you. I mean, they're not as bad as fighters with counter. Like, fighters with counter are really bad, because when they run up and attack you, they trigger counter themselves. But archers can be tricky too, because if you're trying to remove them on player phase, it's difficult to get rid of them, because you can't attack them in 1 range without damaging yourself. Alright. I'm gonna just use the Iron Sword here. Let's see if we get better enemy movement this time too. Alright, nice. Yeah, we love to see Anna getting hit. She survives even with Luna Plus, that's good to know. Her health is low though, I don't know if we can solve that problem. Oh, nice, okay. She usually kills that one guy, I'm like fine with letting that one go. The bigger issue is like once she starts killing other guys, you kind of... Alright, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll be just in range of killing this guy next turn, although he's gonna have... He's gonna have a skill that's gonna make it really hard to kill him, but we just, I don't know, we just have to hope for the best, I suppose. You think counter-procking on their turn is kind of what ruins it, which is why they fixed that in Fates. Really? I don't remember how it works in Fates. It reminds you of the good old days of running a full counter sniper team for Street Pass. You didn't always win, but it sure annoyed your friends. Yeah, I can imagine that being very annoying. Alright, Cordelia's health being lower makes our strategy from last time not work as well. It makes me think we're going to have to rely on Robin a little bit. We got the better long Q RNG, so that's good. This guy has counter, though, so we actually have to stay out of his range. In fact, the way I would normally do this is perhaps... He has Hawkeye. I would go... here. I have to be careful, though, because I have to see how much damage I'm going to take. I'm going to take 13 plus 12, that's 25. Okay, I'll survive. So let's do this. We're going to start training our bow rank. So what's going to happen is this guy with counter is going to run up. He's going to hit Lonku. Lonku is not going to counterattack because he has a bow equipped. This is one of the reasons bows are good in Lunatic Plus. He's not going to counterattack because he has a bow equipped. Then the mage is going to come up and attack him. The mage is going to... He's going to kill the mage with his enemy phase counterattack with his bow. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks like the fighter cannot reach me, which is good. Alright, I'm thinking we're going to have to rely on Robin here. I don't see any other way. What, does this guy have pass? He doesn't have pass. I could do this. I could body block the bridge. And then... if I keep Cordelia out of range of this mage, I can fight him next turn. Does this guy have pass? He does. Him having pass isn't actually a problem, though. He doesn't cause any problems for me. Oh, I didn't bring any healing items with me, did I? I did, okay. How much? He hits me for too much, though. He'd actually kill me. Yeah, I have to use Robin here. I don't see any other way. I don't love the fact that this guy can hit Robin. What about Gregor? I just got a plan. What about Gregor? Gregor takes 17. He won't be able to counter, but that's fine. We can deal with this guy next turn. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see about this. I think this is the best way to steer from our current position. You just joined. Why is Chrom an Archer? Archer Chrom is like my favorite build, honestly. It's just great. Okay. I'm gonna put Robin here with the Fire Tome equipped. I don't think any enemies will attack Robin. I'm pretty sure they're gonna attack Gregor and Frederick. Yeah. He wants to attack Frederick. Your Sumia got strength screwed hard. Level 5 Dark Flyer with 10 strength. Ooh. Oh, the mage attacked me in melee range. I did not expect that to happen. Anna, please! Please stop stealing my experience, Anna. Oh my god. I'm literally like resetting this map so that she'll stop stealing. You guys have no idea how much I hate green units. They are my least favorite. Maybe Fog of War is my least favorite thing in Fire Emblem. Green units are my absolute like second least favorite thing. They're so atrocious. They're so trash. All they do is like they try to kill themselves so that you can't get objectives, and then they steal your experience. That's like, those are the two things they do. They kill themselves so that you can't meet objectives, and then they steal your experience. Those are the only two things that they do. They contribute nothing to the game whatsoever. Can this guy reach me? No. Okay. I'm gonna go after this guy first because the other one has counter. Nice Chrom. This is one of the reasons Archer Chrom is good. His dual strikes hit so hard, and particularly he deals more damage than Sumia does, which is very important when playing around counter. I'm going to show that off in the next map. Alright, we're kind of okay right now. The problem is we're like running out of options for fighting these guys with Long Ku on the left-hand side. We're going to have to send Frederick back over to the left to clean up. Interesting that we don't get a guaranteed kill on that guy. Let me check the crit rate on this guy too, because I want to see without focus if he has a guaranteed crit. By the way, there's a lot of lurkers here right now. This is the most viewers I've ever had in a stream before, so welcome to the lurkers. He attacks in melee range because he knows I have a bow. Oh yeah, I know that they do that. I just didn't realize that I was still in his range. I don't know if I could have backed up one more square or not. All right, the next problem is this archer. Let's check our combat against this guy. Okay, yeah, so he has no crit rate if he doesn't draw focus. It's very important to keep in mind. This guy, he can't reach Maribel from this position, so I think what I'm going to do is this. So I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to raise my bow rank, which I like doing. Dodge and attack. I mean, that's just basic Lonku things. Oh, this guy can reach Maribel. Okay, well, how much does he do? 23 minus 13. That's only 10, so he actually won't kill Lonku, so we're just going to back up. Okay. I'd like to get rid of this guy. He doesn't have Vantage, does he? Oh, of course he has Vantage. Why wouldn't he have... I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. As soon as I say that, you know for a fact he's going to have Vantage. Like, why would I even say that out loud? And he has Luna too, so I can't fight him on enemy phase either. Because he's going to do 22 minus 4, which is 18, which is... I can actually heal just the 18 and then he will kill me. Cool. I can get out of his range, though. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't, actually. I think I can, but I actually can't. I can body block him, though. If I body block him, I can go here. Go like this. This guy won't attack me. So I'm basically just getting chip damage on him now. So it's easier for Chrom to kill him later. And then I'm going to put Robin here. I will enemy face this guy so that I don't kill him by accident. That protects Cordelia. Now Anna should try to get rid of this archer for me. Anna making an MLG montage right now. She can't be beat. She is really getting on my nerves. You have no idea how much she's annoying me right now. She attacks the barbarian and she... Oh, perfect. That's a perfect scenario. She wounds the barbarian enough that he can't deal counter damage to Chrom or Sumia, but she didn't kill him, so I still get the experience for killing him myself. What I can do now is, if I use Chrom here, I kind of want to use Sumia. I really want to use Sumia, but this guy's counter. How much will he deal to me? He'll deal 28. I'll be alive on 1 HP. I kind of calculated that already. The problem is I have to kill this guy. I could do it with a Thunder Tome, I can guarantee it. And can nothing else target me? If I do that, nothing else can target me. Oh, the problem is this guy won't actually... Yeah, okay, if I kill him, he can't attack the village. And then this archer will attack me, and then I'll kill him on enemy phase. Or at least wound him enough. I'm going to do this. It's going to seem insane. It's going to seem absolutely crazy, but I'm very sure this works. This protects the village, because the archer won't attack the village. The archer will attack Sumia. She'll survive on 1 HP always. And then we're going to get a little bit more chip damage on these guys. I'm going to run Frederick back over here to get this kill. I'm going to use Robin for nothing. I'm just going to heal Robin up in case I need them later. I'm really trying to limit the amount of experience that Robin gets right now. Can we let Pan get this kill? We can. You were going to suggest the same thing because I survived the archer. Hey. He has counter, doesn't he? Yeah, of course he does. I can kill him with the Yellowwood's Blade, though. Let's just do that. It's worth it. Ooh, nice crit. The village is important because it triggers the enemy aggro. Yeah, you have to use it to manipulate. The big part about the Paralogues is the enemy AI is really complicated, but there's many ways that you can manipulate the enemy AI, like with this village. Like, the enemies won't attack you until you rescue the village, so you can rescue it on the turn when you want to start fighting them. Okay, who hasn't moved yet? Cordelia? Let's get some chip damage on this guy. We had to make sure we keep Cordelia out of range of the archer, because the archer will target her, as we learned on the last attempt. But these guys will not target her. I'm wondering if I should actually use Gregor for this. Problem is if I use Gregor, I can't fly next turn. That's a big deal. 16. Yeah, I'm going to use Cordelia. We can use Javelin. We can use as many Javelins as we want at this point. We can buy infinite Javelins now, so they're not really that worthwhile anymore. Ooh, nice. Perfect chip. Alright, survive on 1. Get the dual strike that we need. Okay. Here's the tricky part, keeping Chrom and Sumia alive. Chrom should be able to take 2 attacks, if I'm not mistaken. They deal 28 and 28. Chrom takes... I got my calculator with me. 28 plus 28 minus 11 is 34. Actually, Chrom does not survive. Do they have guaranteed hits? This one does, and this one does not. That's not very good odds. If I could heal Sumia back to full, it would be nice, but I can't heal her back to full. What's the next best option? I couldn't get any of my other units up here fast enough to help. We might be in a tough spot up there on the top left, top right. Let's think about that in a minute. We've still got... I think we still have some recourse. I'm not sure what it is exactly. Anfaresi says, will you second seal Chrom to Great Lord to get skills, or are you going full Bow Knight? I'm going Sniper. I don't value sword access at all. So Chrom is not a good primary combat unit at all. He's pretty slow. He's actually very slow. His bulk is okay, but because he's so slow, everything doubles and kills him in the later half of the game. I don't really want to rely on Aether, and on top of that, I always want Sumia to be in front anyway. If Sumia is always in front, that means Chrom's always going to be in back. So what is the best thing to do while you're in back? In my opinion, is to have a bow equipped. Bows are the second best type of weapon in the game after axes. Axes are the best, bows are the second best. So Chrom having access to bows is the most important thing, and Sniper gives him a direct line to Bowfair, which is an extra 5 damage. Even when you're like, Aether will never trigger while he's in the rear, but Bowfair will always give him 5 damage even when he's in the rear. He can dual strike enemies for effective damage. As a sniper, his dual strike rate is going to be extremely high. It's going to be like 80% or higher. I've theory crafted. You can get his dual strike rate up to 100%. You can guarantee dual strikes with Sniper Chrom. On top of that, in this game, bows don't interact with weapon triangle at all. So you never have to worry about enemies taking away your weapon rank bonuses due to weapon triangle disadvantage. Maybe Gregor can help in some way. Yeah, I'm thinking about using Gregor, but the problem is this guy has Aegis. Okay, hold on. Can this guy reach the left-hand side? He cannot. I think we're screwed. Honestly, I think we're screwed. We can get rid of this guy. Well, hold on. We might not be screwed. I just remembered. 11 defense. Chrom has the same defense, doesn't he? Yeah. If Cordelia's health was a little bit higher, I think we could bait this guy into attacking Cordelia. But we can't do that. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Robin? No, Robin's defense is too high. I don't see a way out of this. I'm going to try something that I don't think is going to work. I'm going to use Gregor here. In theory, if this guy moves and attacks Gregor first, Chrom will survive this guy's attack. We also have a chance to dodge. We also have a chance to dodge the attack from the guy on the right. Those are kind of our two options. Those are our two outs here. If we dodge this attack, we're okay. If this guy prefers to attack Gregor, we're also okay. The problem is Gregor and Chrom have the same defense, so it's a really tough call. I don't know who he's going to go after. I think he's going to attack Chrom because Chrom can't counter him, but you believe me when I say this, the enemy AI in Paralogues is absolutely nuts. They never behave the way that normal enemies behave, so there is a chance that he might just attack Gregor. You never know. Other than that, I think our only other out would be having Chrom dodge an attack, which I don't love either. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, they're going after Chrom. Okay, we have to dodge this one. We don't dodge it. Okay. I think I have to refine my strategy a little bit. I think Sumia is just not getting over there fast. It's not that Sumia is not getting over there fast enough. I think the problem is actually Cordelia and Gregor aren't strong enough. I think I have to use Robin here. I'm trying to get away with not using Robin. It's just not working. Do they try to move around you to reach the village? Yeah, they will go around. They will go for the village no matter what. Great Lord skills are just nice. They're not mandatory, but they're serviceable. Honestly, the class is good just for the stat growth. I didn't like it. Even on Lunatic, I didn't like it. I prefer Sniper even on Lunatic, but I very strongly prefer Sniper Chrom, so obviously my point of view is going to be biased here. I'm not saying that Sniper Chrom is objectively better than Great Lord. I'm just saying I personally very strongly prefer Sniper. So like all of my arguments and all of my point of view are going to be in favor of Sniper. I'm going to try using Robin instead of Gregor and see if that works a little bit better. Because that's going to allow us to get Sumia over to the right-hand side faster. I'm also going to do this, because this guy doesn't have counter this time. I'm still going to use the hand axe, which seems a little bit weird. Oh, he does have counter. Why am I completely blind? I literally just said he does not have counter when he has counter. I mean, honestly, I think we're still completely safe anyway. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? This guy's going to attack us? Who cares? In fact, we can actually... Ooh, hold on, I have a plan. What if we do this instead? We have a really good chance to dodge this attack. I'm going to try this. I want to see how... I want to see what happens if we use this strategy. I think this guy will go after Sumia. That's my only remaining concern. But I can do this. I can actually kill him if I want to. What about dual strikes? 8 plus 8 plus 17 is 33. Dual strikes won't work, so I'll have to give the experience to Robin, which I don't love. Let me try this. I want to try this opener. Oh, never mind. We didn't get the kill anyway. Man, this opener has been absolute trash. Oh, cool. This guy has counter too, so that kind of ruins my left-hand side strategy too. Okay, let me see if I can get Long Ku over here. That might be okay. It's actually not okay because he'll be under fire from 2 guys. Man, this has gone about as terrible as it could possibly go. I've got one idea. Is it just this guy? Yes. I'm gonna do this. Potentially bait this guy into attacking. In fact, what if I get him to attack Noe? It's kind of funny, but it might work. At this point, we're basically on just like do random stuff and see what works mode. Because this attempt has already kind of floundered. Okay, they want to attack Frederick for some reason. I don't ask why. I've said this. I said this a minute ago. Enemy AI in Paralogues is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, why in the world would a physical attacker go after Frederick with 19 defense instead of Robin with 17 defense, Sumia with 9 defense, or Noe with 13 defense? He went after Frederick. Like why? Like what? And they only do this in the Paralogues. I've been recording footage from Paralogue 1 for another video I'm working on, and they're doing the same thing. Like, they really behave so bizarrely. I just can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. Okay. This guy having counter is a huge problem. Like, we have no way to deal with this guy having counter. I mean, I guess the solution would be bows. But I don't know if I can take 2 hits plus the mage as well. I don't know if I can even get Maribel out of their range either. Oh, this is nasty. This is really bad. I have some ideas. So I start like this. You gotta kill this guy. Nice, man, get some free experience. Okay, hold on a second, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Bowser Jr., Sniper Chrom sounds fun. Great Lord Chrom I think is serviceable. The best thing it provides is rapier access, which is super useful in part 2, so you think staying in Great Lord is fine. You don't really get many cavalry effective weapons outside of a couple of Rider's Banes, and you probably have a ton of rapier uses from part 1, as there's not many cavalry in part 1. Yeah, I never, I don't think I've ever broken my rapier in a run. I never run out of charges. Rapier access is good. It's pretty much the only good thing about the Lord class line. I mostly just rely on the beast killers. But I could see using rapiers for that. They know Frederick's got that dog in him. Yeah, I don't know why. They just love attacking Frederick, especially in Paralogs too. It is one of those things, like they just love attacking Frederick. Okay, so if we stand here, we only have to fight 2 enemies, and I think we calculated last time that we'd survive, but the problem is this time, this guy has Luna, so he's actually going to hit us for a lot more. He's going to hit us for 23, and then this guy would hit us for 14 more. We could not take those 2 hits. Can either of them miss? Both of them can potentially miss. Okay, we're just going to have to rely on Lonku dodging here. Let's go, Lonku. We need Lonku to kill this guy, and we need him to dodge some. This is not good. I don't know if this is worth it, but we can't let this guy attack Frederick because Frederick has... Yeah, Lonku's just going to have to pop off, like, right now. No, he? Of course not. Okay, I think Lonku's dead, but let's see if this strategy with more acceleration will work a little bit better. So I'm honestly not that concerned about the left-hand side. I'm mostly concerned about the right-hand side, getting units over there faster. Particularly units who can actually contribute. So let's go here. And because I know these guys are going to ignore me, I'm actually going to do... Hold on a second. The sniper is not going to ignore me. So let's just do this then. I'm going to go here, and I'm actually going to break my pair up so that I get a little bit of extra movement from Sumia. Dodge, nice. Those dodges pretty much just saved this attempt. Level 10 Frederick. Beastly Frederick, too. That dodge might have mattered. I don't know. I didn't expect him to attack... But I didn't expect him to attack Frederick, but then again, at this point, I should probably expect it. Okay, cool. Okay, so the only problem here now is that this guy will absolutely get this village if we don't kill him right now. And we can't leave Sumia in range of any snipers because we didn't keep her on full health. We can use Chrom for this. This is why you bring Chrom with you. Go here. This is totally fine. And then the archers will actually attack Chrom, which actually plays to my benefit because I can start sweeping them on this turn. Nice dual strike. We actually want Sumia dual strikes a lot here because we're trying to get the experience onto her. Okay, we need to make sure Cordelia doesn't end her turn in range of this guy. Or this guy. I'm going to start chipping down this one now. I probably should be raising Robin's sword rank. Yeah, I should have switched to swords there. That was a mistake. Okay, Lonku I think is totally safe now. Ah, this guy's counter too, of course. Well, just stop talking. Stop talking. Of course that guy's gonna have counter. Okay, I can guarantee a kill on this guy, so I'm gonna guarantee the kill that I can get. That I can guarantee. Can I fight the archer this turn? I don't think so. Let's do this. Now we need Frederick to get rid of this guy. Can we guarantee it in any way? Absolutely. Okay. Which means Maribel will be safe if she stays here. Okay. Bronze sword works. Steel lance one-shots. I want to raise my axe rank, though. I'm just going to go for the one-shot, just to keep Frederick's health high. We might need it in a few turns. Actually, good Frederick level up. Yeah, that was awesome. Good level up. Yeah, thanks. That was all skill, by the way. 100% skill-based gaming. Okay. Now we're kind of in the same position as last time, where we need to dodge some attacks. But our dodge rates are pretty good. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, that was... cool. That pretty much just bricked the entire attempt. Awesome. I was checking to see how much damage that guy would do to me, and then I guess I pressed the button twice, so I just attacked instead of doing that. There's one way I can see this being salvaged, which is this right here. Now Lonku can potentially dodge this axe guy again. That's the only way that we don't immediately game over. That sucked. That really sucked. A lot. Okay. Now that we only have one barbarian in range of us, we can actually start doing this. What skills does he have? Of course he has counter. Just stop talking. Stop saying that things are going to work. Literally, the moment I say that something is going to work, the enemy has the exact skill that makes it not work. I just have to stop. I'm going to fish for dual strikes here. We're on like a luck-based attempt anyway. Okay, so we need Lanku to dodge. We need like a million different things to go right here. And then we're still going to be in the same position as last time where we're going to have multiple guys like bearing down on us. I'm going to use Robin here. I just have to get rid of this Archer like right now. And he has counter, so I can't use Cordelia. Don't care about advantage. Cool. Dodge. Of course not. Alright, well, that was a million% a misplay on my part. I just pressed the button twice instead of pressing it once, causing Lanku to attack when I didn't want him to attack. But then again, those two enemy attacks both landed, so I wouldn't have gotten the double dodge that I needed anyway. Although I was thinking about trying to set up a more reliable strategy, but whatever. I didn't have time. I wasn't able to think about it because I screwed myself over. Does this guy having Pathos cause problems? Not sure. I haven't seen this line before. I'm just going to play it out. I like how, by the way, this happens every single stream. Eventually I'm going to stop mentioning this. It happens every single stream. I do test runs of these chapters like during the week, and usually like I beat them on the first attempt. As soon as I start streaming, like as soon as I start streaming, I get like one really good attempt, and then I mess up like near the end, like we saw this time. Actually, in fact, last time we basically won. We basically won last time, and then I reset because I didn't want Anna to steal all of my experience. And then ever since then, it's just I keep getting unlucky. I keep making misplays, and I just like it ends up making everything take way longer than it should. 100% just because like I just can't play the game. All right, this time he definitely does not have counter, so I can raise my axe rank. The problem is, as we've seen, the enemies really like attacking Frederick. Even more than they like attacking enemies with like 0 defense. So how do we play around that? I need to get rid of this guy. I wonder if I can use Robin for that, actually. Let me see what the Robin matchup against this guy looks like. One thing I learned during the last attempt, we can. I'm gonna use Robin for this. Yeah. One thing I learned during the last attempt is that if I use this strategy, I actually end up body blocking these barbarians. They have to go the long way around, and it actually buys me like an extra turn later. I wasn't doing that intentionally, but it kind of worked out that way. Okay, we're gonna fish for dual strikes here. I'm kind of thinking I might need a way to boost Chrom's or Sumia's attack power. I want to make it so that I can kill this guy if I get just one dual strike, but I keep getting lucky, so I'm kind of getting bailed out. But I know that I can't kill that guy if I just land one dual strike, so I'm wondering how much extra damage Chrom would need to make the fights against these barbarians more consistent. This one has pass. Okay, they both have pass, so this ended up not mattering. Well, actually, it matters a lot, because this guy would land here or here, but instead he's going to be pushed back one tile, because pass doesn't let you stand on top of somebody. All right, Frederick is safe, which is weird. Which one of these guys do we want to fight? Can I get Lanku over there? I can't. Only with Gregor. Alright, let's just do what we've been doing. This is what I practice off stream, so I want to do this. I'm also thinking of splitting up with Noe instead of pairing up. I don't think I need her stats. So we're going to do Iron Sword. This allows us to get our support bonus while keeping Noe available next turn for actions if we need her to perform an action. Man, Lanku is just not dodging today. You're new here. Why is Chrom an Archer? Yeah, as Tricky said, it's because Bo is good in Lunatic Plus. Like, really good. Nice. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually fine with Anna doing that. This is going to keep her health nice and low. Alright, these two guys will ignore us, so keep in mind those guys are going to ignore us. We can kind of get Cordelia to fight this guy if we need to, but I would like her to start flying north, if possible, to help out Chrom and Sumia. In fact, let's start working on that now. I want to go after this one because he's further ahead. And I'm going to start building sword rank, which is what I meant to do before. By the way, I want to talk about this. I talked about it on a previous stream. Did you see that Cordelia had a 12% crit rate? That's because of Robin's skill, Solidarity. It grants plus 10 crit and crit avoid to all adjacent allies, and in Awakening, aura skills like Solidarity and Charm actually work when you're paired up. So he's giving a 10% crit bonus to Cordelia just by being paired up with her, which is pretty cool. And then Chrom does the same thing with this skill here. It's called Charm. He gives plus 5 hit and plus 5 avoid to all of his allies, and this includes Sumia. So it increases Sumia's hit rate and her dodge rate while they're paired up together, which is really cool. Alright, the Archer will attack me, but I think he prefers to attack Anna, and I can't get into his range anyway, so it doesn't matter. The other enemies are all going to ignore me, so let's just fly as far as we can. Yeah, it worked the first time, so it will definitely work again. I just got really unlucky and kept making misplays on all future attempts. There's only one way that you can beat this chapter, and that is to sacrifice the experience for a goddess Anna. No. No. If Anna steals all the experience, I will reset again. I'm not letting her get my experience. At this point, it's just out of principle, just because I hate green units so much. I hate them. They make me angry. Alright, if we move 1 square to the left, we can get out of this range while staying in range of the other enemies. So I'm going to do that. I may need to fight an Archer and a Mage on enemy phase, but they're going to deal 23 plus 20 damage. Minus 19. Minus 5. They're going to deal 19 damage. At most, these guys are going to deal 19 damage, so Frederick always survives. And we can also pull just this guy by himself now. So we're getting the much better Lonku RNG. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is I need Maribel to heal him, which I can do. It's going to be in a weird way, but I know how to do it. This is a cool movement tech I'm going to show off. In order to reposition your healers and still allow them to heal, I'm going to pair her up with Noe. I'm going to move Lonku to the edge of the enemy range. He does not have counter, right? Does not have counter. Move him to the edge of the enemy range. I'm going to move Noe behind Lonku. I'm going to switch. I'm going to pair up Noe. And then I'm going to heal with Mend. This is the reason why we unpaired Noe last turn, so that we can do movement techs like this if we need to. If we didn't have Noe available, there would be no way for us to heal Lonku. I need to move here. That's the only space that's safe for Gregor. Okay, cool. Anna's dead. That's perfect. She can't steal any more experience. Now all we have to do is get the village. Oh, I would have loved a Noe dual strike there. At this point, getting the village is going to be the hard part, because I think there might be 2 enemies who are close already. I don't think they're both in range, but they're both close. And that Archer is still alive too, which means Sumia is going to have to take a hit from an Archer again. Oh, can we even reach this guy? We can. Okay, hold on. I think I can do what I did last time. Killer Lance does 20. Iron Lance does 16. Let's imagine we're going to do 16 damage to this guy. 14 plus 14 plus 16 is 44. That kills. I'm going to do what I did last time with Chrom. This will allow us to remove the Archer while preserving Sumia's HP. Now we have to watch out for the Archers while using Cordelia and Robin to chip down these guys. I'm going to chip the guy in front again, because he's going to be harder to get rid of later. And again, he's further ahead. Robin, please dual strike, please. Alright. So the next biggest problem is this guy, right here. He doesn't have Vantage this time, so we can actually just one-shot him with the Steel Lance. So what I want to do is get Lonku in position to fight this Archer. I don't think we can do it, but we can get close. I'm going to start building my bow rank. Bows are good. Start building our bow rank as much as possible. I'm also really sad about them removing the aura thing in Fate. I think the aura thing is such an interesting facet of the gameplay in this game. I really wish that's like if I could have kept one mechanic in Fates, it would have been the pair up auras. Do you check your pair up bonus? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Do you just mean like what stats it gives me and stuff? Like in general, or like when matching up against specific enemies? Sorry, I don't really understand the question. Steel Lance, we get the one shot. No Vantage, so we're totally safe. Next turn, Lonku can fight the Archer. Okay, we've got really good opening RNG this time. When you dual strike in the back, you need to subtract the parry bonus. Yeah, I always do that. I guess I forget sometimes, but I know that you're supposed to do that, and I do it like 90% of the time. It's only like the other, 10% of the time that I forget. Can Chrom survive a round of combat with this guy? He can't. What about Sumia? He doesn't have Luna, right? He'll hit me for 28, I'll survive. 8 plus 8. Plus 15. Getting rid of this guy is the biggest problem right now. I'm not getting rid of this guy consistently enough. Like I have no way to do I have no way to get rid of this guy unless I get multiple dual strikes, which is like it's like you can't rely on that. I guess what can I do? I have an idea. I don't love it though. It would mean giving experience to Robin. A lot of experience to Robin. Like a lot of experience to Robin. They have guaranteed hit rates too, so I can't really rely on dodging them. What about this? Killer Lance would deal 18. No, it wouldn't deal 18, it would deal less than that. Does she really get plus 4 from Chrom? That's insane. Plus 15 is 30. I would only need an extra 8 damage. I think this is the play. If Chrom can survive a round of combat with this guy, which I think he can. He can, okay. We have to do it like this, because if we use the Killer Lance with Chrom attacking, we only need 1 dual strike. Actually, in fact, let me see if we can get it with just the Unforged Iron Bow. Plus 14. 14 plus 14 is 28. We would only need 10 damage. I'm pretty sure the Killer Lance does at least 10 damage. Okay, well it doesn't matter because we're not going to get it anyway. Cool. Okay. Well, this attempt is over. So this was my other idea, would be to visit the village so that the enemies would be forced to attack Sumia. But in order to do that, I would have to get rid of the Archer, which means I would have to go like either here or here with Robin, which means they would get a ton of... They basically steal all of the experience from fighting all of these other guys that I specifically want Sumia to get. So let me show you how that would work, which might not even work. Man, I just cannot get dual strikes today. This guy doesn't have counter, does he? I can use Nelly for this. This frustrates me because everything else went like perfectly. Like everything else went perfectly. I hope I can get out of this guy's range. I can. And it just, like all I needed was just one. It's a dual strike plus boosted dual strike chance, and I got two attempts at it, and I couldn't get it. Like this had to be the one time that I didn't get the dual strike at the exact moment where it matters the most. You just hate to see it, really. Okay. Frederick can start chipping down this guy at least. I think we're over though. I think this guy's gonna destroy the village. Like, yeah, he always destroys the village. So we have to reset again. You just walked in here. Archer Chrom and Darkflyer Sumia this early. What in the Fire Emblem is going on? I've been focusing on Sumia as like my main unit, which is actually what we're doing right now. I've done this before. This is no grinding, by the way. I have not done any grinding. You save Paralogue 2 and Paralogue 3. You get the first Master Seal onto Sumia, so you have to get her to level 10 before Chapter 8. You promote her to Dark Flyer at the end of Chapter 8, and then you do Paralogue 2 and Paralogue 3 right after. She can go all the way to level 4 before you go into Chapter 9, which A, makes Chapter 9 way easier because you have a level 4 Dark Flyer in addition to Frederick. And B, it allows her to get to level 15 before Lucina joins. Alright, we're going to try this again. By the way, Carlos, the most important thing that you missed is at the very start of the stream, I beat this map on my first attempt, but Anna kept killing these guys and stealing my experience, so I reset because I was like, well, this map is easy, so I'll just do it again and not let Anna steal all of my experience. And every single attempt since then, I've either gotten really unlucky or made a misplay, so this has taken like 5 times as long as it should take, which is always fun. No counter on this guy, so we can get some axe rank. We even have a decent chance to dodge his attack. Nice. Actually getting decent luck for once. Okay, I have some ideas about what to do about this guy. Kind of leaning towards adjusting my strategy again. I kind of want to try. I kind of want to go back to this, what we were doing before. I want to train sword rank too. I want to get C rank swords if I can. Which can't happen if you're completely incapable of ever landing any dual strikes. Okay, I have to do this then. Nice. Once again, the goddess giveth and the goddess taketh. Sacrifice the experience to Anna. It is the only way. Anna is really taking her cut. No, yeah, that's, you know what? It's actually funny if you think of it that way. She's actually taking her. She's like taxing me. Oh, this guy could counter again. Ugh. This is the really bad opener where if this guy gets counter, you have to like slow down your entire game plan. This guy has counter too, so I can't even fight this guy either. This is actually really bad. Actually, how do you deal with both of these guys having counter? I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea how to deal with both of these guys having counter. I can't even use my regular Lonku opener. I think I have to like get Lonku and Noe like out of here, like now, like right now. 22. How much does the Elowood sword do? There's no way that's gonna one-shot. So we gotta do something like this. We'll put Lonku in front. I have no idea how this opener is going to work. This might just be like an instant reset. Yeah, we're pretty much done. Okay, that was fun. This is full recruitment. In your mind, in your mind, people would be more hungry for Chrom and Olivia. Chrom Olivia, gross. Yeah. Chrom Olivia is really bad on like a no grinding context. First of all, you only have 1 chapter to get them support rank. You have no time to like get any stats or anything onto Olivia. You have to make it so that Chrom doesn't get support bonus with any, like with Sumia, which is like really useful for the early game. Olivia doesn't pass down anything useful to Lucina except for Gale Force she can't pass down Gale Force. She can only pass down Gale Force access, but she can like it will take forever for Lucina to get Gale Force, and Olivia herself will never get Gale Force. I'm not doing full recruitment either. I killed Donald already, but I'm going to recruit everyone else. I just killed Donald because he's useless. Is Lonku with Assassin, you're using early Master Seals to send cool skills to No, I'm not using 2nd gen units. Most of the child units are virtually unusable in no grinding context. They join at level 10. They don't have the stats to fight anything. So you can't really train them. And child units are they're very good in grinding playthroughs. They're not very good in no grinding playthroughs. You were planning on doing Chrom and Olivia in your Iron Man, but Frederick died, so you ended up doing Chrom and Sumia. Can you hear my neighbors banging by? They're so disruptive. But yeah, 2nd gen units, I don't really value them very, very highly at all. Okay. Let me think about what I can do here. By the way, did you notice how last time this guy attacked Frederick, but then this time this guy attacked Cordelia? Like he just completely picks at random who he wants to fight. He just completely decides at random. Okay, we can actually fight Lonku with that. Oh. We can fight Lonku with this guy this time, but it's gonna be very tough. He has Hawkeye, and he has Vantage, and the other guys behind him have counter too. Which is gonna make it very hard to back up. I'm gonna do it anyway, but it's gonna be very tricky this time. Can't go there yet. I have to figure out how to settle these 2 characters here. What you want to do is get rid of one of them with dual strikes, but I'm just not. I just can't quite figure. I can't quite solve it. Like I just don't have exactly the damage I need. So I feel like the only way I get it is with dual strikes. That makes me really angry, and I'm going to tell you why. This is I have consistently been changing to my sword because I've been saying that I want to raise sword rank. This is the first time that I forgot to equip my sword, and it's also the first time that I got a dual strike. Like, come on. Give me a break already. Give me like just the smallest break. Just the tiniest break. Please. We're not using Lucina or Morgan either. We're going to use Lucina. We might use Morgan. Morgan's a little bit tough to train, but the last time I played the game, I actually didn't use Robin at all. So I ended up not using Morgan at all. So I'm a little bit rusty on my Morgan strategy. I think because I'm using Robin this time, we should get a good Morgan for free. If we get a good Morgan for free, of course we're going to use her. My thing is, I'll use any good unit if I get them for free. It's just I'm never 100% sure, like, which units... Like, the units that you're going to get for free might vary depending on playthrough. Okay, this is fine. Oh my god. Those are 2 sword rank experience points that I could have gotten that I just didn't get. I'm stressing over this. That's fine. It's okay if Anna gets 1 kill. It's actually helpful if she gets 1 kill because it lowers the pressure a lot. What you need to do is prevent her from getting, like, multiple kills. I really have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, I'm back. Last time you played, Awakening is a reset festival. So you're looking for new and fresh strategies, and you never managed to use Muriel or Vake longer than the recruitment chapter. You do need to reset a lot in the first 5 chapters. After that, it becomes a lot more consistent. Right now, like, we could have beaten this on the first attempt. I just got really greedy. I wanted to reset so I could get more experience on Sumia. And then this just happens like every stream. I just start playing like crap after my first attempt fails. Alright, so Cordelia taking damage here is a little bit tricky. That makes it a lot harder to do what I want to do. I can have her fly away and use the concoction. Let me make sure she's not in range of the archer. This is Sumia, that's not Cordelia. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the concoction here. We should be fine. I don't think anything will attack us, no matter what we do. Because these guys will ignore us. These guys have weird AI. They always go after the village, even if they see a kill. They won't kill you. They just go after the village always. The sniper is a little bit different. He might go after me. Kind of been getting inconsistent results on that. I think he prefers attacking Anna first, and then after Anna is dead, then he'll go after you. I'm not sure though. Let me put Sumia here. Is there any reason to do that though? It's 1 extra tile of movement, but we've been doing fine with the movement we have. Even when we stop on this tile, we usually do okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna test things out. I'm gonna test things out. I'm gonna see if he'll go after Sumia or if he'll go after Anna. because that could matter. We might be able to bait him into attacking Sumia. And actually, honestly, if this guy doesn't have Hawkeye, he actually doesn't really hit Sumia that often. She dodges a lot. I think his hit rate is like 50%. By the way, if you're looking for other strategies, you can check out my channel page. I have Chapter 0, Chapter 1, and Chapter 2 guides. And in all of the guides, I also talk about like general strategies for gameplay and stuff. Vake has a fast support with Lisa if you want to unlock Paralogues as soon as possible, and makes for a pretty good pair-up support bot. Oh, Vake Lisa is a great support. The reason I don't like it as much anymore is because I have very much opened my eyes to the fact that Lisa is pretty much the best unit in the game, if not the second best. And having her... Let me make sure this guy doesn't pass. Having Lisa like permanently paired up with Vake takes her off the field, which is like not that good because you want her to always be on the field because she's such a great unit. Okay, we're gonna use Bow here to play around counter. So what's gonna happen is the Axe Fighter is gonna run up, he's gonna attack us. We're not gonna counter him because we don't have a melee weapon equipped, so we're not gonna take any counter damage. Then this guy is gonna run up and attack us, and then we're gonna fight him on enemy phase. We're probably not gonna kill him because he has Aegis. What did you miss? I reset because Anna was stealing too much experience, and then ever since then I keep making misplays and getting unlucky, so we're just having really bad luck with the attempts. But you live and you learn. I'm gonna go here. I'd actually prefer if the mage goes after Long too, because I'm pretty sure we can hold him. Alright, he does go after Anna instead of Sumia, which is very interesting. This is bad, though, because it means we're going to have multiple barbarians really close to the village now. Nice. Lisa is better than... Lisa being better than Fred or Robin is a hot take, but I see the vision. Well, first of all, they're definitely both better than Robin. Robin's not that good. Robin's good, Robin's not that good. Robin's very good in, like, a grinding context. Robin is not that good in, like, a no-grind context. Secondly, I would say Frederick and Lisa are equally essential to the early game. Let's say you're doing an Iron Man. If Frederick dies or if Lisa dies, your run is pretty much over. However, Lisa provides staff utility for the entire game, whereas Frederick's combat utility kind of falls off in the second half of the game. So Lisa is an essential unit from chapter 0 all the way till the end of the game. Frederick is an essential unit for like the first 5 chapters, and then he's a really good unit for the remaining chapters, getting slightly weaker over time. If you think about them in that context, you can really see how Lisa is actually better than Frederick. Robin is not as essential. Fred and Lisa are essential for Lunatic and Lunatic Plus. Yeah, I totally agree, Tricky. And like I said, Lisa like never falls off. Like she's always good. She's always going to be the best unit in your army. The only other units that would be as useful as Lisa are other staff users, which, I mean, she has advantages over other staff users and she joins immediately. So if you compare her to any other staff user, she's still just like better than them anyway. All right. Can this guy get around me? He actually can't. I can hold this guy right here, like basically at least for one more turn. Can I kill this guy before he deals any more damage to me? The answer is no, because he has Aegis. Or yeah, this is Aegis. This is rough. I can hope for Noe to do something here. The problem is the Aegis actually plays around Noe as well. It also blocks her damage. I think I have an idea. I go here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take damage. Okay, I'm going to heal after taking damage. Maribel is not safe from the archer, so I have to divert Frederick, which I don't love. I would much prefer if Frederick could stay on the right-hand side. But I have to keep Maribel safe. Yeah, I have to keep Maribel safe. I have to guarantee a kill on this guy, too. Probably have to use the Steel Lance. Even the Steel Lance doesn't guarantee a kill. This is a problem. Does he have pass? He doesn't have pass. Okay. In that case, the play is to go here, to use the hand axe. Perfect. This should keep Maribel safe, because we're body blocking this square. We're using the woods to our advantage. If he goes through the woods, he loses 2 movement. So we're blocking the 1 plains tile that he can move through. We're using this choke point. Even though there's no walls, you can still use choke points with terrain. This is going to stop him from reaching Maribel. Then we heal Lonku back up. Now the Archer and the Barbarian can both attack Lonku, but if they do, that's fine, because Lonku just gets some free experience. I'm going to back up Gregor in case I need to reposition Maribel next turn. This guy's going to fight Chrom in enemy phase. What we want is for Cordelia to start chipping down these Barbarians. I'm actually going to... Hold on. Let me make sure to re-equip my sword. Can I deal with this Archer maybe instead? Because this guy's going to ignore me. This is enticing. I like this idea. What if I do this? This is going to... Oh, hold on, he has counter. Well, I could do this. Fire Tome. This is going to take a lot of pressure off of Sumia and Chrom next turn. You have Robin at top 3, but it relies on being the best investment candidate. Where would I place... Sorry, that was Tricky's comment. You think Lisa gets outclassed by Anna and Libra? No way. No way at all. Not even in any way, shape, or form. I guess you can make an argument for... Ooh, God, Frederick. I guess you can make an argument for Libra, because you get him for free and he has a lot of good supports, and his combat is pretty good right out of the box. Okay. That was our best chance. We got completely screwed over there because of enemy AI on Paralogues being absolutely nuts, by the way. So explain to me, anyone who understands Awakening AI, please explain to me why this guy right here would attack Frederick instead of attacking Lonku. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. You have a unit with less defense who cannot counter you right in front of you. And instead, you run over here and attack a unit with a very high defense who can almost kill you on the counter attack. Like, what is he... Like, enemies in normal chapters don't do this. It's only barbarians in Paralogues that do this kind of stuff. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Libra is like a hard maybe, but you get him so much later that, like, by the time you get there, like, Lisa is already just as good, if not better than him. Not to mention the fact that she can go into Sage, where he's like in War Cleric, which War Cleric is pretty good, but Sage is better. Anna is just like no way at all, like not even close. The only good thing about Anna is that you get her for free. Other than that, her combat is atrocious. She can't support with anyone, which is a huge deal. Like, support ranks are a huge deal on Lunatic Plus. I think they're a big deal on Lunatic as well. Most people will disagree with me, but I would say in a few years, opinions on this game are probably going to change. Like, the meta and the discussion on this game is extremely stale right now. Like people have mostly only played the game one way for the last 14 years, and they haven't even really thought about how to make any other strategies other than using a Robin low-man carry. Once people actually start talking about other strategies, like real strategies, they'll start developing like actual ways to play the game. It's going to be... My strategies aren't even that good. They're not even that consistent yet. But eventually people are going to like... I kind of got off track. I kind of forgot what I was saying. It had something to do with Anna. Yeah, people are going to realize like how important support bonuses are. People are going to realize like how good staffs are, how good archers are, how good like having a full team is like way better than just having one carry on the field. It's just not... We're just not there yet. Is there any way we can get rid of this guy quickly? Kind of have to rely on dual strikes, or we could do, first of all, equip the Iron Sword. But yeah, and then even if you compare Libra to Lisa, he can never access Falcon Knight, which is a big deal. Falcon Knight is really good. It's probably like the best direction to take her in. It's probably like one of the best things that you can do with one of your staff users is to send them into Falcon Knight eventually, which is something that Lisa can do. All right, we're just fishing for dual strikes and crits here. We don't really need them, but cool. This is going to allow me to use a Vulnerary with her next turn. She'll be on full health in case she needs to fight any archers later. Okay, so we finally got like really good opening RNG again. You can win without good opening RNG, but obviously it helps if you have really good RNG. This guy having counter is annoying. This guy having counter is annoying. This guy not having counter is something that we can at least try to work with. How do we get Lanku over there with Noe? I don't think we can get him over there with Noe, but we can definitely get him over there. I wonder if I should start putting Noe in this position, this forward position, on future attempts. Remind me next time to move Noe into the forward position. I'm actually going to do this too while I'm here. Put Lanku here. Start sending these two forward. It depends on when you promote Lisa. I mean, I guess maybe, but she gets to level 10 like for free, like just for using her as your primary staff user for the entire early game. So then she can always promote whenever you want her to. Oh my god. Anna, stop. And then on top of that, like, you get a bunch of Master Seals like right at this point in the game. And the thing is, like, even if you don't promote her right away, it just means she's going to have extra stats after she promotes. And then after she promotes, she continues to gain experience for free just by using her staff. There's so many reasons why Lisa is extremely good. And any reason why Libra is good, Lisa has all of the same qualities, but just even better. Other than the fact that he comes with C rank and Axis. That's like the only advantage that Libra has over Lisa, is the fact that he joins with C ranks and Axis. C rank and Axis. Okay, because we got this opener, we're gonna have to use the Vulnerary here. You can't take counter damage with the bow. Counter from the skill. Oh, you don't Lavzy says they don't understand what makes Archer so good in this game besides dodging counter, though you understand why bows are good for warriors and assassins. Okay, I understand what Lavzy is asking, and I do agree warriors and assassins are very good. I'm using a warrior and an assassin for my planned team. The reason snipers are good is because they get access to bowfare, which increases their dual strike damage. Well, increases their damage, which by extension increases their dual strike damage. And because they have extremely high skill caps and they boost the skill of their para partner, they land dual strikes very, very frequently. I've theory crafted a build where you can make Sumia have a 100% chance to dual strike with Chrom. It's extremely powerful to have Sniper as the back unit. And it's much harder to get there with Bow Knight. On top of all that, archers can basically chip down enemies from 2 range or 3 range. Bow Knights, warriors, and assassins cannot use 3 range attacks. Only snipers can. Very important. Only snipers can do that. You could make an argument for warriors, assassins, and bow knights being just as good as snipers, but there's no tier 1 class that does the same thing that Archer does. So when I talk about archers being good, I'm specifically talking about like Chrom as an archer. And then the reason why I keep him in sniper is because, in my opinion, it's his best tier 2 class as well. If people prefer Bow Knight for rapier access and to give +1 move to Sumia, like, you can make that argument. But I strongly prefer using Sniper. Alright, let's focus on what we're doing here. I'm gonna keep doing the Cordelia chip strategy. I think this chip strategy works really well. Nice, that's really good. That takes so much pressure off of Chrom and Sumia later. The only way I see this going wrong now, which is probably gonna happen, of course, because it's me, is that Anna's going to steal all my experience again. If she does that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just let it go. Alright, problem now is that we've got a lot of enemies with counter running at us, and we have to find a way to fight, like, just one of them at a time. Does this guy over here have pass? He does not, but he has counter as well. Can I get everyone out of range of these enemies and then use the bridge as a choke point? Yes. I have to do this. I brought a vulnerary with me, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't. Why didn't I bring a vulnerary with me? You always bring a vulnerary with you. I'm a complete buffoon. Okay. I think I've got it. Gregor pairs up with Maribel. Noe pairs up with Lonku. Lonku goes over here. He's going to use his bow on this guy. We're going to start building bow rank, which I love doing. This also might entice the mage to attack me instead of Frederick. It doesn't matter. He can attack me or Frederick. Either one's fine. Maribel is going to go here, and you think she's in danger, but she's actually not. These fighters will completely ignore her. I like to see that. Kill Anna, please. Attacking Frederick's fine. I'd prefer for Lonku to get the experience, but Frederick's fine too. We want Lonku to get lethality as soon as possible. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that's perfect. Whenever Anna kills herself with counter off of this specific enemy, that is like the best possible outcome. Alright, we are in perfect position now. I'm gonna go Iron Lance, Iron Bow here. Chrom's gonna fight both archers on enemy phase. That's perfect. You love it when you can get that to happen. If we can wipe out both of these archers on enemy phase and Sumia ends on full HP, we won't have to take any risks. We can just rescue the village and then have her fight this guy on enemy phase. Okay, this opener's good. We got very lucky. We got very lucky, but it's good. Alright. We're gonna have to set up an enemy phase counter against this guy. The way to do that is to make sure that Frederick can survive one attack and then kill him without dealing too much counter damage to himself. So in this case, we're going to take 29 damage. We're going to take 7 damage from him. We're going to take 22 damage from ourselves. All we need to do is get above 29 HP to play around counter here. We have to be at the very edge of his range so that none of these other enemies can reach us. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We need to be just north of the forest tile, which we can reach. We're going to equip our Iron Axe. Maribel is going to heal us. This looks dangerous, but I promise you it is completely safe. The next question is, can we utilize Lonku here? This tile looks very safe. The problem is if this barbarian chooses to attack Lonku instead of attacking Frederick, we've seen he just completely chooses at random who to attack. So I don't like the idea of risking Lonku here. I think I'm gonna put Lonku behind Maribel to potentially fight this sniper. Next, we need to make sure Cordelia is not in range of any snipers. We can leave her in range of other enemies. We can pull this sniper away, which I kind of enjoy. I kind of like doing that. But we would have to give up sword rank, which I don't like doing. I feel like there's no good place to put Cordelia this turn, so I'm just going to put her back here so she can potentially run north if she needs to. Alright, let's see how this works. Chrom, you're safe. The dual strikes are good. If we get dual strikes on both of these guys, we are fully set for next turn. Okay, we got it. Is Vake on the bench for Gregor? Yeah, in this run, I didn't start training Vake early, which means I have to rely on Gregor. If you want to use Vake, you have to just train him early. There you go. We survived counter there. We set it up so we always survive counter there. You don't plan to fight over the river. Too many enemies with counter. Too many enemies with counter. And this guy has pass, so I couldn't body block the river. He'd be able to run through and then shoot at my back line. It's better to set up a thing where we fight this guy with counter on enemy phase, and then Frederick survives on low HP. Because now, what we can do is we can start eliminating, because this is the last guy who has counter, so if we can get rid of him using Lonku, if we can get rid of this guy using Lonku, then Lonku will only have to fight these two guys on enemy phase. The problem is we will be risking another focus crit like last time. I'll show you. We're not going to be... Well, we could stand next to somebody. Okay, there's no focus crit this time. That's weird. How did he crit me last time? I'm not sure. Gregor is going to be short term. No, Gregor is going to be long term. I'm just not using him right now because he's already level 10. So I'm just waiting till I get a Master Seal for him. I'm going to make him into a hero and then a warrior. The archers could attack over specific parts of the river that the one range guys can't reach. Yeah, but we just didn't have time to set it up. We had to get rid of the guys with counter. Getting rid of the guys with counter as quickly as possible is the most important thing, trust me. Alright, so from here... $26 plus 20 would be 46. If we get one dual strike, we kill. If not, Frederick takes the kill. Oh, come on, Noe. The problem is getting Frederick's health back up. I don't love that his health is so low, and I don't love that this guy survived either. I can't heal with Maribel. Also, once I rescue the village, these guys are going to become aggressive again. I kind of completely overlooked that. I wonder if I just leave Lonku over here to fight these three guys. All he needs to do is just dodge one of these attacks, and we're safe. Okay, these guys won't reach Lonku. Problem is these enemies here are causing a lot of problems for me. I think I really screwed up. I should not have had Lonku attack there. I should have backed up. That was a mistake. I should have had Lonku go north. I wasn't thinking about the fact that these guys were going to become aggressive. And I was really banking on the fact that I would kill this guy, which was stupid because it was only 20% likely to happen. You didn't realize that skill affected dual strike proc rate. Yeah, it has an influence. It's not huge, but it's pretty... You'll notice the difference if you have high skill versus like middling skill. Are we planning on having Lucina inherit Gale Force this run? Yeah. I've already routed it out. It's the reason why we're doing these paralogs now. If Sumia gets to level 4 by the end of these paralogs, she can get Gale Force, but before Lucina joins. You always struggle getting that to happen with Sumia since her experience gains start to fall off hard. What's with Archer Chrom? You explained in another video. Is there something for this run? I've actually explained it like 4 times already this stream. Archers are extremely good on Lunatic Plus. When he's paired up with Sumia, he boosts her dual strike rate to like an insane degree. He deals effective damage while in the back. He can never get affected by counter. He can also help Sumia play around counter by dealing more damage from the back than she deals from the front. There's just like a million reasons why it's good. I can't go over them all again. I did it multiple times already this stream. You'll just have to trust me. Or watch the archive later. Alright. I'm going to have to fish for dual strikes again here. Okay. We actually got it this time. That's what should have happened last time. Maybe not the crit, but definitely like a dual strike. Now, we can be a little bit safer because we can start moving north and still be safe. We can also potentially draw the archer, draw the mage out. He has Arc Wind, though, which is going to make him pretty tough to fight. I think the way to do it would be this. Frederick here with the hand axe equipped. Maribel heals him back up so he won't die. This could potentially draw one attacker away from Lonku. If not, it's okay. The archers are all dealt with, so we don't need to worry about keeping Cordelia safe. I'm going to split up Robin so we have him available next turn if we need to. Okay, all we need is for Lonku to not die this turn. I think Lonku's safe now. I think that just guaranteed his survival. He just needed to dodge one attack. Oh, I hate when the mages do that. I mean, there was no other square for us to stand. We had to stand there, but... Okay, so now the problem with Lonku is he is in a lot of danger. We still have a lot of recourse, but he's in a lot of danger. Let's get rid of this guy while we're here. Bronze bow. I'm going to use Noe, actually. Can Noe survive 2 rounds of combat? 10 plus 9 is 19. No, she would just die. Unless I can get her on a forest. But I can't get her on a forest and... Oh, actually, I can get her on a forest and do what I want to do. Is she guaranteed to hit? She is guaranteed to hit. Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to try doing this without using a rescue staff. We need a video on why archers are so good in this game. Yeah, I'm actually gonna make it. I have a lot of videos that I want to make, other than just the chapter-specific guides. Let me make sure these guys can't reach Maribel. They can't. Okay, I'm gonna... Ooh, the problem is is actually these guys. Can this guy reach Maribel? He cannot. Okay. Got a plan. This, I'm telling you, what I'm doing right now looks absolutely insane. Like, you're gonna think, like, there's no way I could survive this turn. I feel very confident. I'm almost 100% sure I can survive this turn. So check this out. Maribel right here is safe from all of the enemies that are going to be left alive at the end of this turn. She's going to heal Frederick up. Frederick's going to go here and get rid of this guy. The reason we're using the hand axe is so we can counter on enemy phase if we need to. If the enemies decide they want to attack Lonku. Or attack Frederick instead of Noe. Now, Noe fighting these two guys will take 19 damage, which is exactly equal to her HP. Ooh, this guy has Luna. That ruins my whole plan. What about this guy? 14. That just ruined my whole... Yeah, this guy having Luna just ruined my entire plan. That's fun. And Maribel already acted too, so I can't pivot. What are their hit rates? 74, 76. I think I have to rely on a dodge. I don't think there's any other way around this. If this guy didn't have Luna, this strategy would be 100% safe. This Woods tile would give us the extra defense that would keep us alive on 18 HP, or 17 HP. As it is now, we're going to have to rely on a dodge. But our dodge rate should be pretty good, with the bonus from the forest and a support bonus from being next to multiple allies. We have to get rid of this guy now, so that he can't attack Maribel. These guys don't have Luna, do they? No. 16. I don't think I can fight both of them. I think I have to kill all three of these guys right now. I wanted to protect the village, but I think I have to kill all three of them, so it's actually a really good thing that we kept Robin separated. 15 is not enough. I think I have to fish for dual strikes again. And then if we don't get it, I'm not sure. We kind of already lost anyway because we left Noe in danger. Dual strike rate is both ally skill combined divided by 4, yeah. And Chrom gives an extra 4 points of skill. More than 4 points of skill to his partner, so that's +1 dual strike chance. And the sniper class has a higher skill cap than the other, so that's like another 1% chance. You think these 1% don't really matter, but they actually kind of add up. Especially playing on... a game with 2 RN. So like going from 77 to 78 is more than a 1% increase. And then on top of all that, if you can get it to 100, 100 is just guaranteed. So every 1% is like 1% closer to 100% guaranteed, which is good. Okay. This guy actually can't reach the village. He can't reach Chrom either. He can't kill Cordelia. 28. Oh, but he's the one I have to get rid of so he doesn't kill Maribel. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, I can't leave this guy alive. I'm gonna go for sword rank. Small chance to get crit there. Could Noe have killed the archer instead? No, because the axe guy would kill her. Dodge, please. Please. Oh my god. Okay, I have to dodge this next one. Dodge, please, Noe. Please dodge. Please, 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 please. Yes! Yes! You have earned your spot on the team. Let's go. Let's go. That was clutch. That was absolute clutch, Noe. Okay, what was his hit rate? 64 on this tile. So they both had like a 64% hit rate, which is actually higher on 2RN. But keep in mind, we didn't have to dodge both. We only needed to dodge one. So I think we did okay there. I think we did okay. I'm actually going to feed Noe some more experience right here. Just like this. And then if she misses, we're safe. Nice. Clutch dodge. Good level up. Noe on top. Yeah, the more you approach 100%, the better. And if you can get 100%, your base dual strike rate is 60 on S rank, plus 10 from Chrom. That's base 70 dual strike before adding in their skill bonus. Yeah, I've done all these calcs before. That's why, like, what you're saying is interesting, but I've actually done all of these calcs before. Like, I have a whole spreadsheet for it. So I'm not like that enthusiastic about reading it because it's something that I already know. But it's really cool the way that it works. You can get to 70 even before adding their skill bonus. And then on top of that, you can use Rally Skill. You can use Rally Spectrum to increase the rate even further. I'm pretty sure I did a theory craft with Lucina and a sniper partner where you could get Lucina to 100% even without Rally Skill. I think I'm not 100%. It's been a little while since I looked at the spreadsheet, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. All right, we got our physics staff. Cordelia is almost level 10 now too. We're making awesome strides. We're making great progress here. Okay, all we have to do now is just make sure we clutch out the rest of the chapter without letting anyone get killed, which is going to be tough because the boss and all of his allies are going to start moving very soon, so we have to be careful about that. Do I let Frederick grab the shiny spot? No, I need to let Sumia get the shiny spots if I can. Problem is the enemies are all moving now already. I don't know if I have time to let her get all the shiny spots. I can let her get this one. I think we can leave that guy on the right alive, actually. I wonder if we leave this guy on the right alive, we can like feed the experience from him later. This guy doesn't have a bow, but he does have a tomahawk. Okay. I want to fight him on enemy phase, which I think I can do. I think I had it set up last time where if I fight him on enemy phase and get a dual strike, I can actually one-round him. I need to start healing people with Maribel as well. This is one of the times when I wish I had 2 staff users, but I didn't have enough deployment slots. This is why Lisa is good, because once I promote her to Sage, she can be a combat unit and she can be a staff user. So she does like double duty. Alright. Got all my units spread out, ready to intercept on the next turn. Base Noe dodging on Lunatic plus. Hey, we had 2 chances to dodge with like a 60%. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to fight this guy on enemy phase. Let's see what the combat looks like. He doesn't have Luna, which is great. He has a small crit chance. We're going to get rid of that just by pairing up with Chrom. We'll get rid of the crit chance. The Thunder Tome will deal 9 damage twice, and it has a chance to crit. What we really want here are going to be Chrom dual strikes, though. Should I heal Chrom? I think I should. I think healing Chrom's important here. Because I might need to swap him into the lead at some point for some reason. Ooh, B-rank stabs. Alright. Let's see what Chrom's combat looks like now. In fact, what does the Killer Lance do? Ooh, the Killer Lance might be the way to go here. No, because then Sumia won't get the experience for being in the lead. We have to fight him with the Wind Tome, for sure. Or the Thunder Tome. So, using the Thunder Tome, we got two chances to get a crit, and 2 chances to dual strike. Our dual strikes deal... I'm going to go for the Forged... wrong enemy. I'm going to go for the Forged Bow, and our dual strikes also have chances to crit, so we have a lot of chances right here to turn the RNG in our favor. This is what I call like multiple layers of RNG. If you set it up so you have multiple layers of RNG, it becomes much more likely for something to go your way, because there's more than one chance for things to work out. This guy having counter is pretty annoying. I kind of want to get rid of him like right now before giving him a chance to do anything else. But I actually can't because I put my units too far to the left. Alright, let's go this... let's actually go this way. I'm actually going to back up more and buy myself an extra turn. Next turn I can get rid of this guy, and then I can set up my units again on the left-hand side. I wanted to keep this guy on the left alive if possible, but I can't gain enough momentum on the right side. Put Noe like here. Okay. So we want dual strikes, we want crits. We didn't get any crits, we got 1 dual strike. That was pretty pathetic. Interesting. I see he doesn't have Vantage, right? He doesn't have Vantage. I see a way that we can actually fight the boss again next turn. If we can get rid of this guy right now. Which I'm fairly sure we can. 18. Can Noe get... Over there she can't. Well, actually she can. She can. If I use Pan. Okay, let's do Lanku here. Chip him down. Then we're going to go Noe, Pan, here, switch, attack. Nice. Okay. Boss reaches pretty far again. We're going to go here. In fact, let's actually draw him out, away from the other enemies. No, because I have to... He deals 21. I have to heal with Maribel, unfortunately, so I have to pull the enemies towards the rest of my group. In fact, if we're going to have to use Maribel anyway, we should actually go like this and go as far away as we can. Go like this. Maribel, I guess, to the left of me. I'm a little bit scared because I don't know if the tile to the left will actually be safe after she moves. Because she's currently body blocking. I'm going to split up these two while we're here. Okay. Okay, we know the tile to the right is for sure safe. So let's do that. Yeah, see, this tile, I had a feeling that tile wasn't actually safe. I'm glad I was careful there. Alright. I'm going to move Frederick forward, because we're going to have to rush forward next turn, probably. Alright, we should kill the boss this turn. That's the dodge we should have gotten last turn. Alright, let me catch up on chat before I do the next turn. Goddess Icon's pretty good. Awakening is the first Fire Emblem you played with actual maturity to understand the themes and the classes and all that stuff. It is your Pookie, your baby, but also, looking back at the early game, it is backbreaking. You remember you were not able to use Sumia much in your very first run. Sometimes you wonder who you used in your first run because you remember how fast you benched pretty much every character. You probably mostly relied on Robin. That's what a lot of people do on their first run. Is Noe useful on Lunatic Plus? Yes. She is very good as a pair-up for a lot of different characters because she gives strength, magic, and defense. She gives strength, magic, defense, and resistance. So she's just kind of like a broad, like giving bonus to a lot of different stats, which is important. She actually gives bonuses to 5 different stats, which means when you get to the C rank support, she gives an additional +1 to all 5 of those stats, which is huge. And if you're able to level her up, it is a little bit difficult to level her up on Lunatic Plus, but her growth rates are very good. If you can level her up enough, you can get her into Wyvern, which makes her an even better pair-up partner because she can fly her partner around. That's what we're going to be doing with Lanku. We're going to do Wyvern with Assassin, so we can fly Lanku around and then use him for other stuff. All right, this guy, of course, he's going to have counter. You just live with it. You just learn to live with it. This guy, the one guy you don't want to have counter is the one who's always going to have counter. In fact, they both have it. Cool. Okay. Is there a way we can fight just the Archer? Yes, there is. I don't think we can actually get into any of those tiles, though. They're too far away. Yeah. We can draw this guy out and fight him. I think I'm gonna do... I think I'm not gonna fight this turn. I'm gonna sandbag this turn. I'm gonna get my units into position to jump forward and attack next turn. Put Noe behind Lanku. Back her up. Gregor's ready. Pan is ready. Frederick is ready. Maribel doesn't need to be anywhere in front. I'm going to split up Sumia and Chrom in case I need them to dual strike or anything like that. Or, sorry, in case I need multiple actions from them instead of just one action. And then Robin can stay right here. I didn't get the chance to heal Robin. What I should have done is waited, moved Muriel last, and healed Robin. I can get the vulnerary from her. I might need it next turn, especially a player on counter. Okay, so next turn we're just going to kill all the enemies with our player phase actions. Is delaying this chapter just for more Noe experience, or is there something else to delay for? It's actually for Sumia experience. We want Sumia to get to level 4 before the end of the Paralogue chain. Level 4 Dark Flyer before the end of the Paralogue chain. we're on pretty good pace. The enemies in the next chapter all have pretty high levels, and Sumia can fight like almost every enemy in the next chapter. This one's a little bit more tricky. You have Anna to deal with, you have forest tiles, you have enemies coming from multiple directions, you're surrounded. It's tough to get all the experience onto Sumia, but we'll probably get her to level 2, like right now. Can she fight the Archer? I think she can with Chrom. She fights the Archer if she has Chrom with her. It's very important information. What this means is that if we can get rid of both of these barbarians, we can actually let Sumia fight the Archer. I have to chip this guy though. So let's have Lonku shoot him first. What I want to do is leave just the Archer alive. This will cause him to go after Sumia, and she'll fight him on enemy phase and get even more experience. I'm pretty sure this works. So, first of all, let's pair up Noe and Lonku again. We're going to shoot this guy. We actually... if we get dual strikes, it's okay. That's fine. Okay, so next we're going to do this. Now we survive if the Archer attacks us. I'm going to use a wind tone. Yes. Okay, now we survive if the Archer attacks us. Lonku with a Wyvern, whether it's Pan or Church, somehow stays relevant throughout the entire game. The thing I'm finding about Assassin Lonku is it has so many reasons that it's actually really good on Lunatic Plus specifically. Not only the bow axis, but lethality is very good for playing around counter. Astra, Luna, and Ignis, even Aether are not very good at playing around counter. Lethality is the one skill that plays around counter because you instantly delete the enemy without dealing any damage to yourself. And then on top of that, you have bow access for all the reasons that bows are good. And on top of that, he's a high variance unit, and I'm finding that high variance units are actually a lot better on higher difficulty game modes. All right, so next we're gonna let Frederick get this kill right here. Potential Pan experience, that's fine. So Pan, for the rest of the run, we're not really going to use her for anything other than a Frederick backpack. She's at level 7 now. Every time she dual strikes, she'll get a little bit of free experience. Eventually, when she gets to level 10, we'll switch her over to a Wyvern as well. That's the plan for Pan. Alright, next, we just need to get everybody else out of range. I could do something wonky like this. Yes. He might attack Robin, but if he attacks Robin, that's fine. That doesn't affect me in any way. Okay. Now he should go after Sumia. I can't imagine why he'd go after anyone else. Ooh, nice guard. The guard is not mandatory at all. And the dual strike kill. It actually would have been better if we didn't get dual strikes there, funny enough. Oh my god, we're getting god level ups finally. Hey Pick-a-Boy, thanks for stopping by. What are my planned pairings for this run? Alright, we're about to go back to the screen, so when we go back to the screen, I'll tell you all of my planned pairings. Once we go back to the map screen. No Wyvern Pan carry. I actually haven't tried her as like a main combat unit before, so I'm not going to say that she's bad. I just don't know if she's good or bad. Alright, Chrom is going to be pairing with Sumia. Robin is going to be pairing with Saria. Frederick's going to be pairing with Pan. Sumia goes with Chrom. Lonku is going with Noe. Maribel, I have not decided yet. Pan is going with Frederick. Cordelia is going with Gregor. Noe is going with Lonku. Gregor is going with Cordelia. Rickon bench. Kellum bench. Sully bench. Virion bench. Lisa probably with Libra. They make a very good team. The only problem is it reduces the number of staff users on the field, so what I might want to do is actually bench Libra and replace him with somebody who... I don't know, actually. I think Lisa and Libra is actually really good, because you can just always keep them split up and just have them both be staff users. Vake, Gaius, Muriel, and Stahl are all getting benched, because we didn't train them early enough. You have to start training them early. You think it would consume the early second seal? Yeah, I can see that I can see that being an issue. Probably why I've never done it before either. What skill does that archer have? It was probably, I can't remember the name of it, but it's an archer skill that gives you plus 10 hit when you attack when you attack. So he probably had plus 10 hit against Sumia, but we dual guarded anyway. And if we did get hit, we would have survived with 1 HP. That's very important to keep in mind. I calc that out. Barracks, we get Stall 22 experience onto a unit that we're not using. Not the best. Oh, our battery's getting low too because this stream's taking longer than I expected it to. I'm going to do the next Paralogue in a second. Let me go get my charger. I'm going to have to plug in my laptop. Ooh, we should start building our supports. I'm going to read the Lonku Noe support. I think you guys will find it funny. I'll be right back. I got to get my charger. Hello, I'm back. Normally when you see an archer, you like to surround it if it doesn't have pass. Yeah, that works pretty good. And you can also feed the experience to whoever you want. Pikaboy's asking about Saria. Yeah, so the pronunciation of her name is... I'll give you the phonetic pronunciation. Hold on. I did this during an earlier stream too. I'll do it again. Just because I like doing it. The reason I say her name this way is just because it's very difficult to pronounce. And we know that she has a phonetic pronunciation, so I would rather use the phonetic pronunciation, which is... I had to switch over to my Japanese keyboard. Basically, Saria. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's actually not it. It's actually... technically this. Saria. That's how her name's pronounced. I don't know why they changed the spelling like so much when they localized it to make it like difficult to know what the name actually is. If people want to pronounce it a different way, I don't really care. That's just the way I pronounce it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I just noticed, by the way, this is the first time I've ever gotten 100 views on a stream while I was streaming. Usually I get more views like from archives after the stream ends, but this is the first time I ever got 100 views during a stream, like while I'm streaming. So that's pretty cool. Thanks to everyone who stopped by today, the lurkers especially, and the people who leave likes, because when you leave likes, it recommends the stream to other people, which leads to more people watching it. That's also the thing with Guy being pronounced as Guy. Yeah, exactly. Hold on a second, that's really bothering me. Give me 1 second. I have to... This doesn't matter to anyone in the entire world except for me, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is it. Saria. I don't know why the dash symbol didn't show up. Oh, it's because I switched from my Japanese keyboard back to my English keyboard. Okay, you always called her Sayri. I think you're talking about Sayri. We're talking about Saria, which is a different character, the Dark Mage character, the Yandere character. Fire Emblem localization changes can be so weird sometimes. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like if people want to say like Saria is not her name in the English version, they changed it to something else, you can make that argument too. Anyway, we're going to read Lonku Noe now because I want to speedrun how fast I can get my stream demonetized. So, get ready. Lonku, play with me. No. Oh, come on, please. It's boring playing by myself. Aren't you so bored? I like being alone. Go ask someone else. I was going to, but they all look super busy. Are you saying I don't? Because I am busy. Very busy indeed. Your tears have no effect on me. Besides, everyone knows that I have a crippling fear of women. And yet, why do I not feel that fear around her? I must learn why. What did you say? I can't hear because I'm crying. Nothing of importance, however. I have decided that I will play with you, but only for a short time. Yippee! You're the best! Yes, stop hopping around. Now, what game do you wish to play? Thinking hard. Oh, I know. Let's play House. I do not know that game. But it... but it does not sound like something I'd enjoy. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. You get to play... It'll be fun. You get to play Dad. If you insist, but only for a short while. Stop. Stop. Don't make me read it. Great. Great. And I'll be Mommy. Is that it? Is that it for the rules, then? I was hoping dice were involved. And this is why you don't pair Noe with anyone. Just nobody. Just please don't. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing this purely for gameplay. I'm seeing some pretty good reactions in chat. Oh my god, oh god, this support is funny. I was about to say Lonku is doing his best to nip this in the bud, but then he immediately fumbles. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, the first half is, like, pretty bad on its own. My friend pointed out to me, too, like, Lonku not being embarrassed, or not being afraid of Noe, but him disliking all other women, like, is also, like, pretty sus on its own. And then you get to, like, those last two lines, and it's just, like, what were they thinking? They had to know what they were doing. Maribel Frederick's pretty funny. We're not going to read it. She basically just asks him to train the servants in her house because she thinks that Frederick is Chrom's butler, which is that's actually pretty funny. I wonder if I should do Maribel Frederick instead of Frederick Pan. Is that better for the long term? No, because we're going to want Frederick Pan to be in the forward position as combat units, and we want Maribel to be in the rear position as a staff unit. So no, that's not going to work. All right, let's go into Paralogue 3 now. I gotta make sure that I don't need to do any more prep. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did all of my prep. I did all my prep already. This is gonna be the first time that we're gonna see, like, from now on, whenever people ask me why Archer Chrom is good, I'm gonna show them this clip. Like, this, what you're about to see here is gonna be incredible. It's gonna blow your mind. You think the Gregor one's pretty wholesome? I think Gregor has some good supports. I also think Benny in Fates has really good supports with certain characters. He has really good support with Azura. I think they do a really good job of having, like, the ugly, like, male characters. Not always older, but sometimes older, like, just in general, like, uglier, like, older male characters. They do a pretty good job of giving them, like, good supports that, like, focus a lot on different things. I haven't read all of Gregor's supports. I haven't really delved into him too much as a character. But Fire Emblem usually does a good job with these types of characters, like older male characters. Is Frederick being used the whole game? Yeah. The reason we're doing Pan Frederick is specifically to give him more speed so that he can keep up in the mid and the late game. He won't be a primary for the whole game. He's going to turn into, like, a secondary tank, but I'm going to have probably 2 or 3 primary tanks. I'm going to have 2 or 3 secondary tanks. I'm probably going to have 4 staff users, maybe 5 if I can fit 5 onto the army. The only way to do that is to make it so that, like, one of your secondary staff users, one of your secondary tanks is also a staff user, something like that. Plus, you have to find room for your dancer. It could have been a story about Noe trying to seem more mature, but nope, they just dove right into it. It's a shame no one uses Benny. Yeah, he's a really cool character. I don't know about, like, from a gameplay perspective, but from a character point of view, he's really cool. All right, let's look at the map. We need Sumia here, I think. Let me remember. She can actually do it from here as well. Can she do it from up here? She can't do it from there. Okay, so we need Sumia in one of these forward positions. We might as well put her in front of the bridge. I was using Gregor and Cordelia. I need Frederick in the bottom right. I'm trying to remember what my prep was. Most of the other characters can just be anywhere in the middle. It doesn't really matter. I think Lonku being in the middle is the best because I want him to go either left or right depending on enemy skills. And then Maribel being here is good because it allows her to run across the bridge if needed. Oh yeah, yes, I just remembered. Cordelia goes down here. And Frederick goes here. This is going to allow Cordelia to fly down and start chipping these enemies early on in the chapter. I think she can actually... I don't know if she reaches him. I don't know if she reaches this guy, but I think she gets into his range so that she can fight him on enemy phase. Now, here is why Archer Chrom is so good. Enemies like this especially this guy having counter, this is a really big deal. So on enemy phase, here, let me start the chapter first. Everything should be set. The only thing I didn't check yet is my damage, but I think my damage should be high enough. If it's not, we'll go forge really quick and then we'll come back. Okay, so our damage is, I have to actually add it up. 21 plus 12. 21 plus 12 is 33. So we'll deal, yeah, okay, this is it. With this iron bow, we deal exactly 30 damage, which is enough to one-shot this guy. So if Chrom dual strikes here, we one-shot this guy. Perfect. Now, on enemy phase, this guy's going to run up and attack us, and he has counter, right? So that seems really bad, because we're going to deal counter damage to ourselves. But actually, because his res is so high and our magic is so low, Sumia's low attack power actually works to your advantage. What's going to happen is we're only going to deal 2 counter damage to ourselves, and then Chrom, if he dual strikes, is going to one-shot this enemy. Huge, huge deal. Being able to do that is massive. If these guys get speed +2, we can't double them. If they don't get speed +2, we can double them. So we just kind of get unlucky that 2 of them happen to have speed +2. Otherwise, we can double them, which is 2 chances to dual strike. Okay, that's your opener for this map. Everything else is just going to be trying to hold these enemies at the bridge so that Sumia can fight all of them slowly over time, and then get rid of these enemies in the middle and the bottom as quickly as possible, so that your villager, at least one villager, can escape. You only need one villager to escape. You don't need every villager to escape. All right, Cordelia is going to fly down here. We're going to fight this guy with Gregor. I should have switched him back to the steel sword, though. I forgot to do that. That was my bad. I should have gone here instead of here, because this is going to allow him to stand on a mountain tile. Oh, no, he can't get on the mountain tile. Okay. He goes here either way. So we should be fine. When Sumia reaches level 15, do you plan to reclass? I'm actually not sure. I might put her into Falcon Knight to improve her combat and give her staff access, or I might keep her in Dark Flyer to keep Tome access, because Tome access is pretty good too. Tomes are better than people think. Sometimes people look at stuff in this game like in a vacuum and try to analyze it like that instead of analyzing like how it actually works in the actual game itself while you're playing the game. Like, yes, tomes don't have the best might, but like that doesn't really matter. Like, there's so many reasons why they're good, and like in this case, the low attack power actually plays to our advantage because we don't hit ourselves with counter. All right, you have to look at these guys' skills and just figure out what to do with them. So we need to get rid of this guy pretty quickly. Can Pan get over there? No, she can't. What about Lanku? He's got resistance to bows. I can probably set up an attack chain where we can fight this guy without killing ourselves with counter damage. I mean, I can double... I'm very sure that I'll survive this, but I'll double check. So we're going to deal 25. We're going to deal 25 minus 6. We're going to deal 19 damage to ourselves. And we're going to deal... Ooh, that's a problem. Actually, 19 damage isn't enough. We'll kill ourselves with the second counter hit. Oh, no, because we're going to have Pan. We're going to have Pan. We're going to have Pan. That's what it is. Yeah. We're going to have Pan. So we're actually going to have 28 minus 6. We're going to deal 22 damage to ourselves. And then our second attack is going to kill him, so we don't have to worry about that. His first attack is going to deal 10 damage to us. We're gonna take 32 damage total, and we'll survive with 6 HP. Assuming he even hits us, he might miss us. Okay. This guy actually won't attack you. He prioritizes attacking the villagers. This is another one of those weird, like the Paralogue has weird AI type things. So what you can do is you can set up a situation where Lanku fights just 1 or 2 of these guys, depending on what skills they have. This guy has counter, so we can't fight him. We can fight this guy, though. Yeah. I should have switched the steel sword, or yeah, the steel sword and the iron sword with Gregor. I'll do that if I have to reset this chapter. We might need to reset this one. You don't always win on the first attempt. It's pretty consistent, but it's not like 100% consistent. And then Maribel is going to transfer Robin down here to help out next turn. Gregor, You're okay. Long coup. I would have liked to dodge. It's fine though. Surviving on 1, you don't like to see that. Now we kill. We dodged his attack, so we survive on 16 instead of 6. Very little counter damage to ourselves, and then Chrom one-shots them. This is the power of Archer Chrom. Chrom just one-shots them. And he doesn't get stopped by Aegis or Pavis because he's in the rear position. And then we heal ourselves with a relief, which is good too. Alright. Next thing we need to do is, I like sending Long Ku over here to block these 2 characters. It's a little finicky though, because he usually doesn't kill this guy. In fact, I think it's actually pretty rare for him to kill this guy if I remember correctly. So what you would have is 24 plus 20 damage. Yeah, so what you need is a Noe dual strike, but it's not particularly likely to happen. You get 2 chances, but they're only 36%. The forged bow doesn't make a difference, so we're going to save bow charges here. I didn't get her to dual strike on any of my test attempts either. The good thing is we're body blocking these guys, so we can actually just send Maribel right behind him and heal him. Back to full. Okay, now we need Gregor and Cordelia to start pulling their weight here. It's 8 damage. We can't actually do this because he has Vantage. Him having Vantage is a little bit tricky. How much does he hit me for? 20? I can heal back up to 21. I'll still be on a woods tile, yeah. We'll survive this on 1. Ooh, we got a glass sword. Should I equip that? I'm gonna equip the glass sword. And the Ephraim's Pike. Because I want to kill these guys as fast as possible. This map is another green unit moment. Oh yeah, the green units in this map absolutely infuriate me. They try as hard as possible to get killed. And not only that, if they get to the bottom left side of the map, they actually don't leave. They just hide here in the corner. So they're still in danger, even if you get them to the bottom left. Do you think female Robin is better than male Robin? You always pick male since it's more interesting. I think they're both good in different ways. I don't love doing comparisons. I prefer talking about things like each thing like as its own thing, if that makes sense. We actually got a pretty good configuration of skills on these units here. If we just use the concoction, I wish I had a javelin though. I should have. I forgot to give him a javelin. That was one of the preps I did for this map. Is I gave Frederick a javelin. It helps a lot with dealing with these guys. If I had a javelin right here, I would feel so good. Can I use the steel lance? Steel lance doesn't really do that great either. I'm gonna use the hand axe. I should have used the javelin though. I should have brought a javelin with me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna start writing it on my preps because we're probably gonna have to redo this redo this chapter. Javelin on Fred. Steel sword to Gregor. This is gonna help me remember it if we have to restart the chapter. Random question, but what are my preferred pronouns? You can call me whatever you want. I don't really care. Who needs point blank when you can dual strike with bows? At least you train your axe rank. Yeah, that's true. I have been trying to get my axe rank up to A, and it's getting close too. Alright. So one problem is that sometimes you want Maribel to help reposition Robin down here. We're not going to be able to do that. We can potentially have Sumia and Chrom burst this guy down right now, though. Can she fight him on enemy phase? Yes. Can she kill him on player phase? 22 plus 6. 34. If she gets 2 dual strikes, she still wouldn't kill this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a player phase counter and make sure that this guy can't reach me this turn. You have to fly down here fast and get rid of these guys. Because I can't kill this guy in 1 turn anyway, no, let's use the Thunder Tome because we can get crits. We are going to save our Forged Iron Bow for now. We're going to damage him as much as possible. We're going to go for crits. Crits, nice. Crit saves our HP. So we're preserving our HP for the following turns. Okay, who hasn't moved yet? Is it just Robin? Yes. I wonder if there's something I can do with Robin. +29. is 58 minus 17 is 24. Robin actually survives if I fight these two guys instead of letting Frederick do it. I'm going to do this. Train my sword rank. They might go after Frederick anyway, who knows? They're on Paralogue logic right now. They could literally do anything and I wouldn't be surprised. Gregor survives on 1, we calculated that. Nice, this is what we like to see. We got level 19 Robin too. Moderately useful. Yeah, the other one, okay, so it's literally same exact conditions. Same enemy, same stat block. Both of them could reach Robin. One of them chooses Robin, one of them chooses Frederick. I swear to you, enemy AI... Dodge, 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 dodge. Nice. Enemy AI in Paralogues is just completely random. It does not follow any rules. I will die on that hill. Like, why would one of them attack Robin and the other one attack Frederick? We got really lucky with that long coup dodge, I gotta admit. What was our chance? It was a 50-50. It was a 50-50. The good thing is, from this position, Noe can just pick up the experience now. I don't like her hit rate. Don't like her hit rate against either of them. This guy having Luna is a problem too. We gotta kill the one with Luna. She deals 20 damage, right? No, she deals 18 because he's on the mountain now. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. I don't think Noe actually fights this guy very well. Let me try to confirm that. He has 33 attack. 33 attack minus 7. Still deals 20. Yeah, enemies having Luna really hurts Noe. Noe is the type of character who has low HP and very high defense. That is very bad. Luna Plus, like, destroys her. There's no way we can guarantee her survival. I'm going to... no, I have to deal with this guy because this guy is counter, I have to use Sumia for this, which is annoying, because it's hard to get her back up to the top left of the map quickly. 9, 18. Gotta make sure we don't kill ourselves. I'm gonna go Thunder Tome. I need crits. Yeah, I need crits and dual strikes. That was the best we could have done there. Okay. How do we get out of this situation? We need to get rid of this guy for sure. And these guys. We have 4 enemies to get rid of. We have 1, 2, 3. We technically have 5 attacks, but it's a lot more like 4 attacks. This guy is guaranteed accuracy, so whoever intercepts this guy needs to be able to survive a hit no matter what. I wonder if Frederick can kill him. I don't have a good way of checking. Why have I not given the Iron Sword to Frederick? Hold on. Iron Sword, Fred. Oh, there's no reason to use a Bronze Sword on Frederick anymore. We're not that desperate for gold. We might actually win this attempt though. It's going pretty well. I think I have to get rid of these two. This guy's pass. Oh, that's frustrating. I have to get rid of these two and this guy. So, let me figure out how to do that. This is one way. I don't love doing this. I really don't. But I think we have to give this kill to Robin. Ooh, nice long coup, get some free experience. I like that. Okay. Then we can give one of these kills to Noe. Can she get this one? Very reliably, yeah. I'm willing to go for this. Very good. We're getting her closer to that level 10 benchmark, and again, her growth rates are very good. So every level on Noe matters a lot. Like, 4 stat ups is considered like a bad level up for Noe. That's how good her growths are. From here, we can axe rank. He's going to advantage us for 5 damage. That's nothing. Okay, who needs the healing the most? Frederick has a concoction. Robin has no healing items. I actually think Robin... No, Frederick needs the healing more. Because I'm going to actually avoid having Robin fight if possible. Okay, now we have to either body block or kill this guy right now. We can deal 15 damage to him. We can deal 11 damage to him. Javelin has pretty shaky hit rates. He has Vantage, so we can't do it with Gregor. We have to use Cordelia. And then we have to either do point blank range or back up and do it. He has guaranteed accuracy. I have to keep that in mind. He has guaranteed accuracy. So fighting him on enemy phase... Fighting him on enemy phase is better. Because if I attack now and I miss and he hits me, that gives him another chance to hit me and kill me. Although would I really miss twice on 73? There's no reason to risk it. There's no reason to risk it. Just go here. Equip the Steel Lance. This means we are guaranteed to take a hit, though, which is slightly worse for our HP totals. So the other, if we attacked first, we would be gambling on a potential game over on the chance to preserve our HP. With this strategy, we guaranteed give up HP, but in exchange, we guarantee that we don't get a game over. And I think that's worth it. Alright, now we have to start flying up here super fast. We have to get Sumia to start intercepting these guys while my other units kind of start to chip them down and get them ready. Both of these guys have counter, of course they do. That's going to be these two guys both having counter is going to be a huge problem. I can already tell that's going to be a huge problem. I don't even know what to do about that. I'm going to have to make it so that 2 units can both move forward and kill both of these guys before they can attack. So I have to get Frederick down here quickly. Can Noe fight this guy? Yes. Can Lonku fight him? Not on that HP total. And I can't heal with Maribel because... Actually, yes, I can. I have to back up, though. Switch. I have a Vulnerary too I can use. Now Maribel can heal me. This puts me in a position to counter that archer on enemy phase. He should prefer to attack Lonku over anyone else. Okay, is there anything we can do about this guy right here? He can't reach Lonku, that's good. Do we have our concoction still? No, we gave it to someone else. Can we get it? I think we can get it. Who has it? Frederick has it? No, we can't get it. Not in a meaningful way. Okay, what about Frederick fighting on enemy phase this turn? Is that possible? If I want Frederick to fight on enemy phase this turn, it would be against this guy. But this guy is... Oh my god. Can you just give me one enemy that doesn't have counter, please? I don't even think counter is the worst skill. I think Aegis and Tavis are the worst skills. But when 2 enemies both... Like, when multiple enemies have counter is when it gets really deadly. Okay, what about... He doesn't reach here. Okay, what I'm just going to do is just move Frederick here and just get him ready for next turn. Oh, hold on, I can trade. Yes. Okay, this actually works. Give the concoction. Go here. Now, Cordelia, if she uses the concoction, maybe can fight this guy. The problem is, no, we're going to do too much for ourselves with counter damage. So that didn't work anyway. Okay, let's split up. Sometimes doing this will cause the enemies to split up too, which can be helpful. Just manipulate their AI. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, we got the Lonku bait, that worked. We didn't get the Noe. Noe just never dual strikes when I need her to. Just a little troll. Alright. I see the lines. We want Frederick to end his turn right here, which is good because he's already here. So let's do this first. I'd love some dual strikes here. I would absolutely love some dual strikes. Didn't get them, of course. You're not going to get a dual strike when you want one. Okay. This one, I feel like this dual strike is almost just about mandatory. But we have good chances for dual strikes with this pair up. I should have brought the javelin. Hold on, I have a javelin in the convoy, don't I? No, I don't. I don't know where it is. Cordelia has it. I keep forgetting that her strength is like way better than her magic, so I should actually keep a javelin with her. Well, what would I do? I would deal... Let's say worst case scenario. I would deal 14. Does Chrom deal 20? Not even close. Would the javelin significantly help? Not really. I should have used that concoction last turn. I don't know why I didn't use it. What about Long Ku? Yes, this works in the way that I want it to. But I would like him to attack this enemy if possible. It would mean giving Robin more experience, but I don't really see another way. Well, hold on. What about this? No, because this puts them in range of the Axe Fighter, which I can't allow. I have to do this. Fire here. Can I trade him to the Iron Axe? I can. Okay, fire here. Take 7, we're guaranteed to survive. Hold on a second. Let me get caught up on chat. I'm sorry, I got really distracted. I got really into the gameplay. I stopped looking at chat for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Noe has over 500% total growth, so expect 5 on average. Yeah, she's crazy. Have you ever attempted Lunatic plus Iron Man? Do you have any tips for one? I haven't tried it on Iron Man. If I was going to do it, I wouldn't use these strategies. I would use strategies that are a little bit more consistent, but even then, it would be extremely brutal. I wouldn't recommend playing this on Iron Man. I think if you try to play this on Iron Man, what's going to happen is you're going to keep having to reset over and over and over again in chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's just not going to be fun. The best solution I've seen, I think Mecha did this, where he did an awakening Iron Man, but he played like the first 5 chapters, like allowing himself to reset each chapter as much as he needed, and then after he got to chapter 6, then it became an actual Iron Man. Maybe I would do it that way, but I don't know. I'm not really that interested in doing an Iron Man of this game specifically. I think it's better as like a chapter by chapter thing, as like a randomizer. Like every chapter is a really high level, difficult, like randomized thing. Okay. I probably should have had Sumia go first, but we're okay. Yeah, see, because that could have happened. That would have just saved Robin's action. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. Can Long Ku fight this guy? He barely does any damage to me. Do I have an Armor Slayer? Well, probably not on me. I could switch to an Elwood's Blade, though. No, actually, I actually want this guy to attack Sumia. Yeah, I actually prefer if he attacked Sumia. So let me do this. Crit for Wind Tone. We're going to separate. Maribel, I guess, can heal Robin while we're here. Yeah, we actually should heal Robin. And switch him over to the sword as well. He's very likely to get attacked right now. Nice. You're looking to start Lunatic Plus after having just done Lunatic. Tricky says Lunatic Plus is a pretty big jump, but the guides are very helpful. Thank you. I think I've done a pretty good job with the guides. I noticed that there was like... I'm actually going to mention this now. I was going to talk about it earlier in the stream. I'll talk about it now. So when I was looking... and I'm not saying this to disparage anybody, but I find it to be very funny that it worked out this way. I was looking for information on Lunatic Plus for years now, and I've never been able to find any really good information other than Robin Lowman strats. And I didn't want to do that. So I spent hours and hours and hours developing my own strategies, and then a while after that, like once I felt comfortable with my strategies, I was like, okay, now I want to make the videos, because there's no videos out there, and I think people want this content, it just doesn't exist. And we've seen that too. The videos have performed really well, so I know that I made a good choice in making these videos. But what's so funny is that after I made the videos, the comment sections are like flooded with people telling me like how they would do it, what strategies they used, what characters they think are good, and I'm like, okay, where was all of this information? Where was all of this information when I was like looking for guides earlier? Like it didn't exist anywhere. But now that I made my guides, now everyone like wants to tell me how to play the game, which is good. It actually is a good thing, because I think the more discussion and more information out there, on Lunatic Plus, the better this experience is going to be for everyone, because this game mode is way more playable than people think it is. It's just nobody's really tried. They're like afraid to try. All right, please attack Sumia. Yes. We love to see that. We love to see that. We need experience on Sumia. Look at how much experience she's getting. She's already level 3. All right, now the Archer is a big problem. It's not like the Archer in the last chapter. His attack power is a little bit higher. I think we can't survive against him, so we need to kind of like find ways to dash in, get kills, and then dash back out. We also have to kind of slow down the movement of these enemies. We're going to take a couple turns fighting these enemies while moving back. Our goal is to kill them all before they reach this guy. When you had Dark Flyer, the way to play around Pavis and Aegis is by using either one of the other weapons, so it's only a problem if they have both Aegis and Pavis. Yeah, you can play around it by having physical and magical attacks. You beaten the game on Lunatic, but not without resets. I've never beaten this game without resets. I don't think Awakening is a game to be played without resets, but I'm sure there are people who can do it. I know Kuroi does even Lunatic Plus runs Iron Man with no resets, but you have to keep in mind that doesn't mean their strategies are what people, because people brought this up to me before too. That doesn't mean that Kuroi's strategies are 100% consistent. What that means is that they are capable of succeeding, and they upload the runs that have succeeded. And over the course of 10 years, they've completed a bunch of runs, yeah, but if someone had been doing like my strategies for 10 years, like maybe 10 years from now, someone would refine this strategy also to be Iron Man viable. The problem is people spent 10 years working on Robin Lowman and no other strategies. So this is like the only time that we're seeing like this strategy in play. Okay, we can draw out just this guy, but he has counter, unfortunately. That's a problem. We could do Archer versus this Archer right here, and then fight these two guys. That's a viable play. We could even split up with Sumia if we do it correctly. Although I probably wouldn't want to. I'd rather be paired up, I think. What is his speed? Speed's only 11, actually. We could actually split up here. Oh, but no, if I split up, then I lose my action. I'm pretty inclined to do this. It's going to mean getting a little bit less experience on Sumia. But I don't know if it matters in the long run. It gets us the snipers sooner, too. Honestly, though, our Master Seals are in a lot of contention, and Archer is already doing well enough for us. I don't think we need sniper. I don't think we need a rush sniper. So what we need to do is, if we can kill all 4 of these guys... If we can kill all 4 of these guys right now, we should kill all 4 of these guys. If we can't, we need to make sure that we guarantee we leave units in positions where they can survive. Those are our 2 goals. This is actually a good start. This kind of does what I wanted Sumia to do, but frees up our other actions a lot more safely. Yes. The problem is now we have to get rid of this guy or this guy to guarantee Long Ku's survival. So what about something like this can work. In fact, I'm pretty sure even this can work. Ooh, no. Gregor's health is still low, isn't it? Yeah. I'm getting some ideas. Okay, whoever kills this guy, we're gonna have to unequip them because they're gonna be in range of this guy. That's the hard part right now. Whoever kills this guy is going to need to get all their weapons unequipped. So that they don't get attacked by this guy. Which I can do with Robin and Maribel, but I might prefer to use them for this guy. I could also do something like this. That's not going to work. It's going to kill us. If we had the hammer, we could survive here. I can't give Frederick everything. Like I want him to have the hammer. I want him to have the iron sword. I want him to have a javelin. I want him to have a hand axe. Level 4 was the goal. Yeah. Lunatic Plus has so much variance depending on the skill. Yeah, level 4 by the end of this chapter is the goal. If we don't get there, it's fine. But level 4 by the end of the chapter would be nice. You did like some of KTTV's runs, but yeah, there's not much content in guide form. You have to head out, but you're really looking forward to the future content and guides. Thank you, and thanks for stopping by today. It's nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. I don't think I've seen KTTV yet. I think somebody mentioned to them earlier, maybe even just earlier today or earlier this week, but I don't think I've seen those runs yet. But yeah, in terms of like actual guides, there's just not that much information other than now I have like a couple guides out there. And even my guides I don't think are perfect, but they're as good as I can do. I have some ideas. I think we have to do this. Fire here. Now this guy's gonna deal 33. God, he's gonna deal a lot of damage. 33 minus 8. He's going to deal 25. We'll survive on 1, even if we don't heal. Although obviously we'd like to heal if we can. Next problem is... this guy. We really need a dual strike here. Oh my god, thank you, Pan. Thank you so much. That was absolutely mandatory. This guy can reach me, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have to unequip Frederick now too, so that he doesn't get killed by counter damage. Have to make sure we can deal 17 damage to this guy. We can deal 19 to him. So that's fine. He can deal 19 to us, though, if he hits us. Oh, this is brutal. God. I have to kill the Archer, like, right now. I have to kill the Archer right now. And I have to trade Frederick's equipment. What about Chrom? This just gets into the same exact problem I had earlier where I didn't want to have Chrom take all the experience, but he's going to have to anyway. This works. 24. Plus 13. Okay, this should work. Just need one dual strike here. Oh my god. Now this guy can probably kill Chrom, right? 33 minus 13. Yeah, this guy kills Chrom now, so now we need Cordelia to get rid of him. Can she even guarantee that? No. Not even close. Can we body block him at least? Yes, we can body block him. Okay. The body block strategy will work. This is horrifying. The fact that I was somehow able to navigate through this is insane. He has counter too, so we have to unequip our weapon as well. In fact, if we're doing that anyway, let's just do this. He does... Oh, hold on. He does 23 damage to us. What about Gregor? Same defense. We'd be on 21 HP. I don't think Gregor can fight him either. I don't think either Cordelia or Gregor can fight him. I'm gonna be annoyed if the steel sword would have killed him here. No, okay. Oh, glass sword. Glass sword. Glass sword for the win. Let's go, Gregor. Oh my god. Okay, now we have to stop this guy, for Robin from killing himself while fighting this guy. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna do a trade manip. I'm going to keep just the mend staff in my inventory. Then I'm going to mend you. Lance versus Axe. If I unequip, do I take 1 less damage? I don't think it works that way. Oh, we dodged anyway. I'm fairly sure the way that it works is that if you have the right weapon equipped, like if you have sword versus axe, it lowers their damage by 1. But them having axe versus lance doesn't give them any additional. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. You might be right. But I don't think it actually gives them extra. God. Any way for this to stop being unbelievably difficult to navigate. These guys have overlapping ranges right now too. It feels like every single turn has been a nightmare. We gotta get Robin out of there. Let's start with this. Let's give Robin back their equipment first, in case they have to fight. Then we're gonna separate. I wonder if we just run away from these guys for 1 turn. The problem is, I want to get up here. I want to get this shiny spot. I want to get this village. Let's let Cordelia and Gregor get the village and possibly the shiny spot too. That way Sumia can still get the experience. Does this guy have counter? Finally, 1 enemy who doesn't have counter. How much does he deal? 36, that's a lot. He has underdog as well. What was it? 36? Not even close. No, we can't even come in even close to surviving this. Okay. So yeah, let's get ready for the upcoming turns. Let's just retreat and get ready for the upcoming turns. I can at least take my hand axe back. If I need it next turn. I'm gonna put these 2 to the left. Okay. They are prioritizing going after the green units instead of going after us. That's good, but they will attack us if we're in range. They're not like the enemies in the last chapter. They will attack us if we're in range, so keep that in mind. Okay, can we fight the guy with the short spear? Yes, he cannot do anything to us. So what we want to do is chip this guy down. Then we're going to let Sumia get the kill. Winch Tome. Now on an enemy phase, the other one is going to attack Sumia at 2 range. Or Robin at 2 range. Either one of those things happening is fine. While we're here, let's do this. Yes. Weapon triangle advantage with A rank is hit rate plus 15, attack plus 1. I think you might be misreading the table. I could be wrong. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm not looking at the table right now. But I know when you have A rank, it gives you bonuses like hit rate plus 15 and attack plus 1. And when the opponent has weapon triangle disadvantage, when the opponent has weapon triangle advantage over you, it gets rid of your attack and hit bonuses that you get from having axe rank. Whereas the weapon triangle advantage bonuses are like a separate thing. I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the table right now, so there's a pretty good chance that you're right. And I'm just misremembering something. Okay. Should be fine here. Now, what do we do about Lonku and Noe? Can Noe fight this guy for 1 turn even? No. No, not at all. Well, maybe if paired up. No, he still one-shots her. See, this is the problem with Noe, is that her health is her max HP is very low. So it's very easy for enemies to one-shot her. Okay, let's just do this. We'll keep moving into the bottom left corner. This is fine. Nice, dual strikes help. Okay. Now I gotta chip this guy down to the point where Sumia can finish him off. Could probably have Maribel run in and heal as well. This is gonna help with action economy. 8 damage. 24 damage, that's too much. Eight damage. 14. Okay, would 8 damage or 14 damage be better? Oh, hold on. We're gonna deal half damage to him. So we're actually only gonna deal 12 here. 12 total. We're gonna deal 6 and 6. Yeah. Am I crazy or did I actually just take a risk there? Did that guy just one-shot Noe? 25. No, he doesn't have Luna. He doesn't. If they don't have Luna, she's usually safe because the Dragonstone gives a lot of defense. Okay, I kind of freaked myself out there. For a second, I thought I overlooked him one-shotting me. Okay, now this is a problem. Do we have the damage to one-shot him with anything? No. Can we chip him down any more? Safely? God. This kind of works. We'll deal 4 damage total. So unequip. Sumia temporarily. We're going to do this. We're going to build our sword rank. We're going to deal 2 damage and then 2 damage. We're getting a lot of lucky dodges too. Can't complain about that. Okay, I have to be careful because... Oh no, okay, hold on. We can visit the village now. I'm actually 1 turn faster than I was in my practice runs. Blessed Bow's really good. You can just keep it in your inventory and get a free 10 points of healing every turn. It's good for enemy phase archers, which Chrom can do. Lonku will be able to do it. Gregor will be able to do it eventually. If you don't notice, +1 damage is because the one with the web triangle advantage didn't have C rank or higher. It was an... Oh, he did have exact kill on Noe? Did he? Hold on. 20... Unless you're talking about a different exact kill. 25? No way. 25 is not anywhere near enough. 25 minus 15. No, he only deals 10 damage to Noe. He would need Luna Plus. Alright. Now the annoying thing is we want to fight this guy. We actually don't want to kill him. We do not want to kill this guy. Because we want to leech extra experience from him. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to unequip Chrom. No. Don't misclick. I'm going to unequip Chrom so I don't get dual strikes. That way I can fight the boss for 2 turns. If I get crits on the boss, I should still be okay. Yeah, I'm actually 1 turn ahead of where I was in my practice runs, which is really cool. Yeah, the crits don't matter. Okay, now we're going to chip this guy down and let Sumia get the... I wonder if we could actually sandbag and fight him for 1 more turn. Should be possible. Should be extremely possible. Yeah, why not? You don't get experience decay until you fight an enemy more than 3 times. So if I fight him 1 more time, I can get another... I can get another 10 experience just like for free. Just free experience. Let's do it. Men back up to full. Go like this. Take Noe. Put her here, I guess. Gregor gets out of the way. And Maribel's in danger now because I'm an idiot. Okay. This is fine. This is totally fine. Just unequip Fred. Ekularg. Your exact kill comment was referencing the boss. Oh, okay. The boss had exact kill on Noe, yeah. Ecolarg says, I'm not gonna lie, your guys are too big brain for my dummy hard difficulty brain, but I'm so glad to have found your channel and see that it is very possible to get out of the first third of the game. Oh yeah, and the game gets so much better from this point on too. Like this is, in my opinion, this is where Lunatic Plus starts to get really, really fun. Because every map you can almost go into, like you've been noticing if you've been watching this whole stream, every map this run, I haven't been resetting for enemy skills. I haven't been needing to use front-loaded risk strategies. I just go into the maps and I just play them straight up. And you can win. Like I could conceivably win on my first attempt on a lot of these maps from now on. Just because of how the enemy skill distribution, I would rather say the power level of our army has finally caught up with the enemy skill distribution. Okay, now we do want to kill him right now. We want to kill him like right now. It's going to be a little bit tricky, so we want to set up a situation where we can deal I guess we want to get him down to 10 HP if possible, exactly 10 HP if possible. The other option would be... Ooh, we can use the steel bow finally. The other option would be getting him down to 24. So let's start working on that. He has a silver lance, so we can attack him at range. Lanku... I'm gonna get Lanku and Noe working together here. We can do 9. Or 17. Yeah, wow, she hits hard. 17 plus 9 is 26. That won't kill, so I'm actually going to go for this. We're going to fish for Lanku dual strikes here. Nice. Okay, he's on 20 now. I could chip him one more time. For 6 more damage. For 7 more damage. 7 would put him on 13. What did I say I wanted him on? I want him on 10 if possible. So that's not going to be enough. What about what about Frederick Handaxe? Frederick Handaxe actually puts him on 6 HP. This is the play. Okay. Now we go to conserve. Ooh, Wind Tome actually doesn't hit for enough. Do we fish for dual strikes here? The problem is if we don't get them, Sumia misses out on a lot of experience. But is there any other way for me to chip him down further now? Because I missed that. This would deal 6, this would kill. Yeah, I don't think we have any other recourse. We have to fish for dual strikes here. If we don't get it, then either Pan or Robin gets the kill. What is the hit rate on the steel bow? I'd rather use the iron bow here. It's worth less money and it's guaranteed to hit. We could also use the Thunder Tome, but it's less accurate. I think actually the better accuracy is actually more reliable here. Okay, we got the dual strike anyway. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, some okay boss experience. This boss is weird. This is like one of the few bosses who doesn't give boss experience. He just gives like normal experience. Because normally bosses give an extra 20 experience, like no matter what. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's very different from your run. Not the Fire Tome from Robin. I wanted to get his health low. I actually miscalculated my math. I thought I was going to drop his health lower with the Frederick attack. That was complete. Ooh. Master Seal. That's good, that's good, that's good. That might have just saved my plans. Second Seal, whatever. Okay, we're definitely getting this Master Seal. Because we need to promote Robin, like, right now. Like, Robin... Excuse me, let me drink some water first. I'm hyped about this Master Seal. Yeah, Robin's Fire Tome. I miscalculated the math. I thought Frederick would drop the enemy on just enough for Sumia to get the exact kill. The Speed Wing I don't really care about. Stat boosters don't matter that much in this game. All of your stats on your primary units will become very inflated very quickly. They're good, but they're not worth spending money on. And some of them I will actually sell at some point. Right now, I really want this Master Seal. The question is, do I want a cheap Iron Sword or do I have enough in storage already? This one's got 19. This one's got... Okay, I've got Iron Swords for days. I'm not going to run out of Iron Swords anytime soon. I might even forge Gregor's Iron Sword. I'm not sure. I definitely want this Master Seal. I absolutely want this Master Seal more than anything in my life right now. Because I have to promote Robin. They're so overdue. And here is the awesome thing. This is why I do not like second seals and why I really like Master Seals. When you use a second seal, it adds to your internal level, which makes experience gain slower moving forward. Master Seals in this game have a very weird property. They do not increase your internal level, which means if I promote Robin at level 10, or if I promote Robin at level 20, it makes no difference. They will level the same as a level 1 Grandmaster. It's very weird that it works this way, but it's very good. And this means that our Robin, the extra 9 levels we gained on them, don't work against them. It's just a bunch of extra stats that we have on Robin now. I didn't do this intentionally, but I just couldn't find any Master Seals for Robin. So we're definitely gonna get this. Do we have anything to sell? Seed of Trust I'm never gonna use. Confect I might actually use. Guy's Confect I might actually use. Second seal I'm going to use later. Goddess Icon and Secret Book. These stat boosters I'm probably going to keep for a moment like where we really need them. We might hit a point in the run where we really need a +2 to a stat. And we can give it permanently on a character. I'm going to keep that elixir. I'm thinking of selling the Wilderwind. We're kind of past the point of relying on Wilderwind crits. It's better to just rely on like raw damage from our Wind Tome. I don't know though. It's not worth 190 gold, I don't think. God, the Blessed Bow's really good, but 770 gold is a lot of gold too. Kind of might be worth selling this thing, might be worth keeping. I can see it going both ways. Titania's axe and Hector's axe are both good. I'm gonna hold on to them for now, just in case, because we haven't really got our good axe units yet. The Volant axe I don't really like. It has pretty poor accuracy, but in the upcoming chapter it's actually really useful, so I'm thinking of keeping it. Anything else worth selling? It feels like Celis Blade is just better than Alm's Blade. Alm's Blade hits harder. The Erica Blade we're definitely keeping. We can use that. Superior Edge is really good. We're going to keep that. I feel like we're going to keep everything for now. We have items that we can sell if we need to, though. Like, if we run out of money. We haven't run out of money yet, so we don't really need to worry about selling yet. Alright, so options for promoting right now. Robin, we're definitely going to promote. Our other options would be Maribel. Cordelia, if we could get her to level 10. Gregor, immediate promotion would be good. Gregor promoting right now wouldn't be that useful because we're about to go into a desert anyway. It's better to just promote him in the next chapter. Lisa, if I could promote her right now, would be really good. I almost think it's almost worth promoting Lisa before Robin. The only reason I want to promote Robin is just because they're already at level 19. Like, we have to promote them now, and they will be very useful on the next chapter too. Excuse me? I'm not sure. 5 durability. Oh yeah, I know the Wilderwind. I know the Wilderwind only has 5 durability, and it's very expensive per use, but it's a high variance option. What that means is that if I get into a situation where I'm backed into a corner and I'm going to get a game over, it gives me like a 40% chance to land a crit and not get a game over, and that's a really big deal on Lunatic Plus. I don't like care at all about strategies that quote unquote always work. What I care about is maximizing my chances of not getting a game over. And holding onto a tome that gives you a 40% chance to not get a game over is very useful in Lunatic Plus. Forging a Volant axe feels like a waste of money when you can just get almost the same result and cheaper with hand axes. So the thing about the Volant axe is that it has effective damage against flyers, which we are going to use in the next chapter. However, you don't need to forge it because the base damage is already high enough. We should be able to one-shot any enemies with the Volant axe. If not, then I'll think about either forging it or giving like a strength tonic or something to Frederick. So we got Grandmaster now. We still didn't get C rank in swords. Our sword gain has been really slow. Our next goal is to get to level 10 so we can switch over to hero. And we need to get C rank swords before that point. But we'll have a much easier time gaining sword rank now that we have good combat stats. If you compare our good combat units, Robin has slightly less strength than Frederick, basically the same. They're faster, they're equally tanky, they have more luck, they have good skill, they have better resistance. This Frederick versus Robin comparison makes Robin look really good. And they're not weak against armor weapons, they're not weak against horse slayer weapons. So, for people who say Robin is not a good combat unit, I kind of disagree. I think Robin is a very good combat unit. And keep in mind, we have been trying not to level up Robin. We've been trying to avoid giving them experience and only using them when we have to. And even under those conditions, they still got to level 19 with Veteran at the point where I had to promote them before I ran out of Master, like, before I just started wasting experience. Long Ku's strength is a little bit lower. His natural speed and skill are pretty good. He's not as tanky, so he's not going to be as good as Robin, but he's going to output higher variance outcomes, which is important. We're also going to get the Killing Edge back onto him soon. He becomes very good with the Killing Edge. Next, we got Sumia. Her strength is pretty equal to Long Ku. Her speed is actually a little bit lower, funny enough, but she has speed +2. She's got better luck, but he's got Avoid +10. So I think he actually dodges better than she does. I'm fairly sure he dodges better with Avoid +10. Maybe it depends on different factors, but he's also capable of standing on forests, mountains, and forts, and she's not. She never gains bonuses. Her resistance is better though, so she's going to be the better mage killer. Once Lonku's bow rank starts going up, he's going to become very, very strong. Other than that, we kind of have Cordelia and Gregor as like secondary combat units. They're not really reliable in any capacity. And same with Noe. Like, we can switch her into the lead to get kills, but we can't rely on her to fight. If I had time, I was going to do like one of these battles on the world map just to show what they look like. But we've gone over 3 hours already. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at a skirmish battle. I'm not going to save it. I'm still treating this as a no grinding run. So even if I do a skirmish, I'm not going to save the results. We started on our Cordelia Gregor. That's good. We got them up to C support. Yeah. Let's see what this skirmish looks like and just get an idea of like, would this even be possible if we wanted to grind for experience? Brain Control says you're still streaming. Yeah, it's going to be a long stream today because I'm already doing more than I was going to. Half hour for a skirmish. I don't know. Skirmishes can be almost impossible. Sometimes they can be slow too. Now I have a way to play around Aegis and Pavis. Yeah, that's true. Robin can be a really good strategy for playing around Aegis and Pavis. Ecolarg is asking about Archer Chrom. We've talked about Archer Chrom so much in the stream already. The last time somebody asked that question, I made a joke about the fact that I already answered it 5 times. So that's how much we've already talked about Archer Chrom this stream. He can attack at 2 range, so he always plays around counter. He can chip down dangerous enemies without taking any damage in return. He can enemy phase units without ever hitting himself for counter damage. If he's behind Sumia, he can land dual strikes that are never affected by Aegis or Pavis. Sumia can hit enemies for 1 damage, only hit herself for 1 damage with counter, and then Chrom can kill those enemies with dual strikes. Bows are the second best weapon type in the game. Sniper gets access to Bowfare. I think that's like 90% of the reasons. Sniper also has high skill and boosts the skill of the unit they're supporting with. So it increases your dual strike chance by at least 2%, usually even more. Would I say that I'm good at this game? I think I'm okay. I think there's players who are better than me. I think I'm doing something that nobody else has really tried before. Oh, these enemies are very fightable. Wow, these are very fightable enemies. They're only level 12. I'm extremely shocked by this. I usually expect the skirmishes to be impossible to play. Let's run in. I'm gonna do 1 attempt on this. I'm not gonna do repeated attempts. I'm just gonna do 1 attempt on this and just show like what a skirmish can potentially look like. I'm gonna bring Maribel. If I can't bring Cordelia, then it's not worth bringing Gregor. Well, we're definitely gonna bring Noe. We need Chrom and Sumia. We need Robin. We need Frederick with maybe Pan. So we're not going to do Cordelia Gregor. We're going to do Lonku with Noe, and then we're going to have Maribel as our staff user. This seems okay. Let me make sure everyone's inventory is sorted before I run in there, because I'm not going to reset here no matter what happens. I'm just trying to show off something. I could restock my Thunder Tomes. Do I have more? We'll be fine. Beast Stone, we're fine. Physic, I actually want to give the Physic to Maribel. This gives me a lot of options for healing. Physic staff is really good on L+. It's a good way to play around counter. Indirectly. Because you can have units, you can use Physic on units after they get into situations where they would otherwise die to counter. It's tough to explain what I mean, but just trust me. We're going to start seeing more and more staff play from now on, because we're now in the section of the game where the staff play starts to actually matter. Okay. We're not going to save the results of this no matter what. Even if we win, I'm not going to save it. If I lose, we're just going to end the stream. If I win, I'm going to end the stream. Okay, I want to deal with these flyers first, because they're going to be the toughest ones to wall. So this is how I would approach a map like this. First thing I would do is I would identify the most dangerous enemies and think about how I can kill them by isolating them, which is really good, because I can isolate and kill at least this one here. They do not have any skills that really scare me at all. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to fight them straight up. This is good. They're close enough that I can test my combat against them. Unfortunately, I cannot double them. Chrom cannot one-shot them either. So they're a little bit tougher than I would like. I never gave her a javelin, which is what I've been meaning to do for a while now, but that's okay. I'm going to draw him over here. Because I can't double anyway, and Chrom doesn't boost my magic, I'm actually going to not be paired up, because this is going to give me additional actions next turn, while still having a full chance to dual strike. Our Wind Tome will deal 0 damage to the enemy. You know what I could have done? Actually, I could have switched to my Iron Lance. Let's do that. That might actually give us a potential kill here. Because this enemy's going to have way worse defense than resistance, yeah. And we have a bit better strength than magic. Cordelia and Gregor, I gotta bench them. Just for this chapter. This was your... You make me feel like... Ecolarg is saying that I make them feel like they don't know this game at all. It was their first Fire Emblem. This was your first Fire Emblem. But you usually play Fire Emblem 8. Fire Emblem 8's pretty good. I like it. Tricky also thinks that they were shocked at how easy... Yeah, I remember you said that earlier. You were shocked at how easy the skirmishes are. I could probably find a unit that could go in and solo this chapter and just get experience from it. Yeah, like if you were going to grind on Lunatic Plus, this would be one way to do it. Just find a skirmish like this, like one that has, you know, enemies that are a reasonable level, and then try to fight just them. Okay, we won't be able to draw just this enemy, so let's see if we can get rid of this enemy on enemy phase. We can... if we can get enough speed. We need speed control, and we need to mitigate his crit chance. He has a very high crit chance, but his attack power may not be as high as you think. 39, minus 19. Wow, he can deal 20 damage to Frederick. That's a lot. I have to get rid of either the flyer or one of these other forward enemies this turn, though. What about this guy? I like this. 23. Oh yeah, Frederick can fight this guy for sure. And he's slow too. Oh, this is extremely doable. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, can Lon Ku fight this guy perhaps? What is his hit rate? 109? What's his base attack? Oh god, it's 39. 28. He leaves Lon Ku alive with 1 HP. Before Noe. With Noe, we probably have better odds. I want to do this. I think this is funny. I forgot to bring my Killing Edge with me. This would have been really cool if I brought my Killing Edge with me. And then we're going to stand next to Robin to get a boosted crit rate. Alright, let's see how this round 1 goes. We're going for a high variance opener. We dodge, of course. Ooh, we got a crit. Solidarity in play. Frederick's fine. He should kill this guy, or at least wound him. Okay. This is the problem, is the enemies are pretty bulky. Their levels aren't super high, but they have inflated stats for their levels, and they have forged weapons with really high attack power. So they're deceptively strong, and they don't give as much experience as they should, like for how difficult they are to fight. Okay, now here's the problem. Now we have a lot of enemies bearing down on us, and not much safe territory to stand. I can fight this guy. He does not have counter. I can even... Oh, I can't get back onto the fort. That's unfortunate. I really would have liked to get onto the fort for this. Okay, what is his attack power? 26. He doesn't hit very hard. He does not hit very hard at all. If I can make so Frederick's the only enemy in this range, Frederick will be pretty safe. So what if I do this? I equip my Iron Axe. I didn't re-equip like any healing items or anything. I should have done a little bit more prep before going into this. I didn't equip any healing items or anything. Okay, unfortunately, these enemies all have overlapping range now. This guy has counter, so we don't want to fight him on enemy phase. We have a lot of overlapping ranges this turn. I could potentially fly down here and try to fight just the boss. I don't think that's a good strategy. What do I do about these overlapping ranges? I'm going to fall back. I'm not exactly sure what to do, so I'm going to fall back. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one. If we did better prep, I think this is a winnable fight. If we restarted a couple times, I could definitely come up with a winning strategy. This is not a battle that I'm going to win on my first attempt. That's what I'm concluding here. Let's put... I'm going to do something a little bit wonky. I'm going to put Sumia and Chrom over here. The reason I'm doing this is because it might actually encourage enemies to run to the left towards Sumia and Chrom. I've seen them do this before. This might... yeah, it actually... It pulled some of the aggression to the left. Not enough, though. We still got a lot of aggression in the middle. If we killed all 3 of these enemies, we'd still have multiple enemies to deal with on enemy phase. The good thing is the overlapping ranges are mostly done. I can't get Frederick into a safe position anymore. Can I? No, because this guy with counter is going to fight him, and I can't fight a guy with counter. I can't afford to fight a guy with counter right now. What do these guys do against Lonku on a fort? It's going to be more than 23. On the fort, it's going to be a little bit more than 3% to hit Lonku. I got a weird strategy in mind. I've got a very strange strategy in mind. This might be doable. It's going to rely on Lonku just dodging like an absolute champion. But he's on a fort. The enemies should have like a 3% chance to hit him. I can't check the exact hit rate, because I'm not going to have my weapon triangle advantage from my sword. I'm going to run up here. Can I get over to where Maribel is? No. I wish I brought healing items with me. I'm going to pair up with Maribel here. Honestly, I think we might actually be pretty safe. It's funny because remember early in the run I talked about using Frederick standing on forts to hold enemy aggression, and then you use your other units to peel them away. We're actually doing the opposite here now. Lonku is actually holding the aggression on the fort because the enemies won't be able to hit him with his high evasion on the fort. And then Frederick is going to be peeling the enemies away from Lonku. So they actually switched roles. It used to be Lonku over here with Frederick on the fort. Now we've got Lonku over here with Frederick in the back. Problem is, I think their hit rates are going to be a little bit higher than I would like. And none of these ones have Hawkeye, but the ones behind them might. No. Okay, this guy's Hawkeye, so we'd have to finish up cleaning up before this guy reaches us, which is like, how are we going to do that? No way. If we stand right here, only this guy can reach us, but he has a killing edge. That's a high crit rate. That is a high crit rate. 14. If we can get Robin over there, we can actually reduce the crit rate by 10. I'll show you how that works. Robin's skill, Solidarity, gives dodge plus 10 to all allies, which reduces crit rates. So if we fight with Robin standing behind us, this will be a 4% crit chance instead of a 14% crit chance, which is a much better crit chance. Alright, so let's do this. Not to mention the fact that we're going to have our pair-up bonuses from Chrom, which I didn't even check yet. So it's going to be a 3% crit chance over here. It might even reduce to 0 depending on the support bonus. I'm going to equip the Killer Lance, the Steel Bow. I want to get rid of this guy in one turn. We can't dodge his attack because he has Hawkeye. Oops. Now, Robin's aura does work when they're in the back. However, I'm going to put them in the front because I want to get the support bonus. Alright, let's see how it goes. Dodge. Nice. Dodge. Nice. They should have somewhere around a 3% chance, maybe a little bit higher, to hit me. So they're very unlikely to hit Lonku. Dodge. Nice. Dodge. Ooh, and we actually counter that guy because he's a ranged attacker. Okay, here's my concern. This guy has Hawkeye, and he will move over to this position and attack me. Can I get rid of him while ensuring... If I get rid of him, the other enemies will start attacking Lonku. I have a strategy in mind, though. None of the other ones have Hawkeye. Okay, I can see what their hit rates are like now. Even with the bow, their hit rates are like 6%. Like, we're pretty safe here. We're very safe here. Let me see if Fred has any chance of killing this guy. It doesn't look like it. What about Sumia? What about... Killer Lance is 20, plus a very high crit chance. +17 plus 17 plus 20. Oops. Yes, we kill this guy. No. No, because our strength is going to be lowered when we switch. Yeah, they have a lot of HP. They're crazy. Frederick still has his bronze sword. Yeah, I know. Infinite rescue staff. Yeah, I'm going to use the rescue staff here. This is probably going to be the first time on the stream that I'm going to show off rescue staff usage. So this is one of... I want to make sure it works, though, because I'm not going to explain it if it's not going to work. I think I need 2 dual strikes here, though. Because our attack power is going to be slightly lowered. We need either two dual strikes or a crit. We actually have a lot of chances to crit here, a lot of chances to dual. I'm going to go for it. Okay, that was pretty much about as horrible as it could have gone. Perfect. Well, assuming that worked, what I would do next would be to rescue. Hold on, I can give them extra magic. I would rescue Chrom over here. This pulls him back out of the range of the enemies. So what you can do is you can use one of your player phase units to eliminate a very dangerous enemy, like for example this one, if we had actually eliminated him. Pretend that we actually got rid of this guy. You could eliminate one enemy, and then you pull your unit back out using the rescue staff, and because of the way Awakening works, you can actually buy infinite rescue staffs. Okay, so the next thing we should check is, assuming that we dodge all of these attacks, will this guy kill us? He deals 38, minus 17, 21. We're actually safe here. Oh, we have Vantage. Oh, but he's gonna attack us in melee range, though. This guy has Vantage, so there's not really any reason. Well, yeah. I think there's still I think we still attack first here. No, hold on. We're not going to kill him anytime soon. Okay, hold on. What can we do with Frederick now? Is there any way to pull one enemy away? It would be this one. I don't think I can even take a hit from him, though. Do it this way so that she gets +1 move. Run over here. We're at least getting closer to Maribel. I think the run's over. I think Lungku's gonna die here. The one who doesn't have guaranteed accuracy is actually the one that moved forward. Lungku might actually be safe. Lungku's actually guaranteed safe. These guys, well, not guaranteed, but these guys have a pretty low chance to hit him. He can just hold aggression on this fort forever while we snipe down these guys. Okay, I'm gonna go for another kill here. This one has counter though, so I don't think I can actually fight him. These enemies have a really low hit chance. The dual guard helped, but it's like they're very unlikely to hit me anyway. A lot of these guys have counter. This one having counter is actually not a big deal. We can peel it. Well, we actually don't want to peel him away. We don't want to peel him away. Because if we do, then this... Well, hold on. No, hold on. I got it. Kill this guy so that he can't hit us with guaranteed accuracy. Then we can pull the Tomahawk guy. 18 speed. 28 speed. We'll double him with Chrom. I like how Chrom is actually faster than Sumia because Sumia gives him more speed. I'm actually changing my mind. I'm going to leave Sumia in the lead just so I can heal her. Let me make sure she doesn't die. She's going to have 16 defense. 32. Oh yeah, she'll be fine. I'm going to use Wind Tome here. I'm not going to use Concoction. I'm going to heal. Okay, let's see what happens. We gotta dodge another round of attacks. Dodge tanking is viable. Got rid of that guy. Perfect, we pulled this guy. Man, I'm surprised Chrom is not dual striking. Alright, now we've got a problem. It's these guys. These guys are going to be a serious issue. I don't think we can just sit here on the fort anymore. I think we have to start repositioning now. The good thing is only this enemy has counter. I wish I had the killing edge. I so badly wish I had the killing edge. What I can do is... This is a risk. Well, I wonder if Frederick can do it. Can Frederick fight this guy? The problem is the killing edge. I could always use another rescue staff here to get rid of the killer axe and then retreat. This is another reason why Gale Force is good. If I had Gale Force right now, I could run in, I could kill this guy, and then I could run back out. You can you can use rescue staves and you can use Gale Force to selectively remove the most dangerous enemies, and then move your units back out of the range of all the other enemies. The Barbarian has an almost 0% hit rate. It's going to be higher once I move off the fort, is the problem. Well, what about this one? Does he have similar hit rate? 106, 94, 104, 109. Yeah, actually, this guy has a similar hit rate, so I might be able to just stay in this position. I want to get rid of this guy if I can. If I get rid of this guy with counter, then Lonku is like kind of safe to fight whoever he wants to on enemy phase. Well, no, because then we have 2 more enemies with counter coming. We have to get rid of this guy, like now. I'm gonna pull the Worm Slayer away. He's got 31 damage. Okay, what does a Sumia fight against him look like? 15 plus. Oh, this is perfect. This is another good example of using Archer Chrom. We're gonna deal 15 damage to ourselves. Then we're gonna deal. No, sorry, we're gonna deal 12 damage to ourselves. 12 to ourselves. The problem is if we crit, we actually kill ourselves. 12 plus 15 would be 27. We would survive if we don't crit, but if we do crit, we actually kill ourselves, which is really stupid. We could do Killer Lance instead. With Killer Lance, if we do crit, we kill him without taking any counter damage. But if we don't crit, then we kill ourselves. That has to be worse odds. That has to be worse odds. So I'm going to use the Wind Tome. The only way we die here is if we crit on the first attack, on the first counter attack only. We'll die. I'm thinking of leaving Lonku here for another turn. I'll move him over to this fort, maybe. It might be better for repositioning. No, it's not actually. It gives actually multiple enemies a chance to reach me. I want to draw this guy out. What does his damage against Pan look like? 39. All he has is just attack, right? Raw attack, nothing else. Okay, 39. 39 minus 7 minus 6. 26. He can't one-shot Pan. The problem is his chance of hitting her is a lot higher, and if he hits, he might crit her. I don't see any way to get rid of these enemies with counter other than just risking a fight with them. Hold on. No, I can't use Vantage because my health is full. I was thinking I could use Vantage, but I can't use Vantage because my health is full. I don't have Vantage Plus, I only have regular Vantage. I think this is the play. No, because even if we do this, I just went over this. Even if we do this, we can't guarantee that we'll kill him on the enemy phase, which means we'll just end up in the same issue again next turn. What if I stand on the mountain for plus 20 avoid? It's the same as the fort, but it doesn't give me healing. I also can't get on any mountains right from where I am. Yeah, it's the same as the fort, but the fort also gives me healing, so it's better to stay on the fort. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna dodge another round of attacks and see how it goes. I mean, that had to happen eventually. We were gambling on multiple rounds of dodges. If we had gone into this map with better prep, I think we could have won, even on our first attempt. But unfortunately, I just didn't do the prep that I should have done. Yeah, it would be cool. I love doing item drop strategies like that, where you kill an enemy and then you grab an item and then you send back your main item to the convoy, which equips a new item. You can also do it. I did it. I think it was either the last stream or the stream before that. I did a strategy where I intentionally used a weapon with one charge and I broke it so that I wouldn't attack twice. That's also really fun. I love any kind of item manipulations. Any kind of item manipulations, I really love. Let me reset really quick. I'm not going to do another attempt on this. We're not doing skirmishes anyway. I just wanted to show that off. This is what the skirmish battles look like. And if you want to use them to grind on Lunatic Plus, like without using DLC, I think this is kind of a change in my opinion. I think this is actually viable. I think you could do this, even if it's just like maybe one. Because I know they scale up in difficulty. Every time you clear a map, they get slightly harder. So it is possible that there is a chance that the enemy stats would inflate so much that it wouldn't be possible anymore. But I think with like a promoted Robin, a promoted Frederick, a promoted Sumia, like once I start getting other promoted units, it's going to get to the point where no matter how strong the enemies are, I'll always have a decent chance of winning. So I think I can actually get to the point where I could, if I wanted to, I could grind on these skirmishes. Anyway, I'm getting ready to head out. Let me just go ahead and go through the chat really quick. Yeah, it was a really good first attempt. It was a really good first attempt. And I looked into it before. The way they ramp up, it's really weird. They actually increase in difficulty based on the amount of battles you've won. So beating story battles makes the skirmishes harder, but beating skirmishes also makes other skirmishes harder. Like the game, actually, it's an invisible stat, but the game keeps track of how many battles you've actually fought. Okay, I can't go back to the start of the chat. I know Brain Control was here. I know Aether was here earlier. Thank you guys. Anfarasi, new person. I think they were here during the premiere earlier. Then they also came for the stream. Thanks for being here. Tricky was here pretty much the whole stream. Good to have you here. Good to chat with somebody who loves Lunatic Plus as much as I do. Thanks to Akahiko for stopping by. I think I can actually see everybody. Thanks to Chibi Niles for stopping by. Thanks to Bowser Jr. for stopping by. A lot of new people today. I'm going to get through all of them, don't worry. Thanks to Caesar for stopping by. They were, I think, probably the third person who asked about Archer Chrom. So we had some good Archer Chrom discussions today. Thanks to Carlos for stopping by. Labsy, new person. I think Labsy is new. I hate saying that because it makes me feel like they might have been here once before and I forgot. Either way, thanks for stopping by. Thanks to Drugon for being here. Thanks to Poochievert for being here. This is probably the most active stream I've ever had, so it's a lot of people to thank. Kendrine was here earlier. Oh, I feel bad because I missed this message. Every once in a while this happens, I miss a message. They asked if the enemy was choosing based on hit rate. That's not it. That is not it. With these Paralogues, the enemy AI is just, it's nuts. It's crazy. They don't believe in any kind of logic. They just pick their targets at random. We saw a turn earlier where two mercenaries with the exact same stats, standing in basically the exact same position, had Robin and Frederick as valid targets. One of them attacked Robin, the other one attacked Frederick. It makes no sense at all. Like, why wouldn't they both attack the same target? Why would they even attack Frederick at all? Like, none of it makes sense. But I'm sorry I didn't say hi while you were here. Thanks for stopping by though. BM, thanks for stopping by. Is Vake on the bench for Gregor? Yeah, we're doing Gregor gaming here today this time. I love free units. I like Vake a lot. Don't get me wrong. I do like Vake. I think he's a great unit. But I love the free units and how you don't have to train them because it allows you the freedom to train whoever you want. Thanks to Banjo MW and Pikaboy as well for stopping by. We're about halfway through the chat. I'm at the discussion now. It's mostly people who are already here continuing to talk though, so there's probably not that many new people who showed up in the second half. It was really funny how even after I explained the Saria thing, people still thought I was talking about Seiri. Hikari, thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Is that everybody? No. I was saying Ecolarg earlier. I think it's Ecularg. Thank you, Ecularg. Oh, let me end the poll too. While we're here. I'll get the poll results soon. Ecularg, thanks for stopping by. Poll results have been posted. Brain Control actually made it to the stream. You said you wouldn't be here. You made it here. You were a liar. But thank you for coming. Thanks to Devino for stopping by. I know I've seen Devino before. I've seen Devino in the older streams. Yeah, the enemies have 52 HP in skirmishes. It's crazy. Thanks to Kenderin for stopping by. You left a comment earlier, I think. I think I read your comment earlier. I didn't have time to respond to it because I was getting ready for stream. You can't wait to make your friends angry about Archer Chrom strats. Oh, Archer Chrom is so good. Archer Chrom for Lunatic is so good. And he gets even better on Lunatic Plus. Yeah, it is. It's all about enemy quality. It's all about enemy quality. The more dangerous the enemies are, the more valuable archers get. Thank you, Drew Gone. Good night to you as well. Okay, here's our final verdict. Pretty much everyone thinks Sumia is great. There were about 15% of people got lost. They ended up in this stream. They don't know how they got here. Around 20% think she's overrated. I think that's valid. I understand why people think she's overrated, but I think she is actually very good, but not for the reasons that people think she's very good, it's very weird. So I don't know if she's overrated or underrated, because people thinking she's overrated might actually mean she's underrated. Only 3% of people agree with me. I actually think she's underrated. I think she gets too much hate. In any case, I'm finally done. I'm super hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat. The rest of you, for now, enjoy the rest of your day.